This is a headgum podcast.
Welcome to another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything, the podcast that found some Slim Jim minis downstairs in the Headgum office kitchen and is pretty stoked about it.
Slim Jim Minis sounds like a biker bar.
Yeah, it is Slim Jim minis. Yeah, we were at Slim Jim minis last night.
Yeah.
Because it was the only place that was open during the snowstorm. And,
I saw a dude fight a chain with a knife.
Yo, I owe Slim Jim Minis a lot of money.
At Slim Jim minis, dude, the well drinks are more expensive than the call drinks.
Slim Jim Minis. They got a pool table with only 8 balls.
Yeah.
Whoever breaks loses.
Yeah. And they bet on every game.
That's why I owe them a lot of money.
Slim Jim Minis has an empty jukebox and there's always a line at it.
I imagine Slim Jim Minis is like the bar from Smooth Criminal that he walks into.
Oh, that's Slim Jim Minis for sure. And Slim Jim Minis, there's piss all over the floor in the bar and peanuts all over the floor in the bathroom.
Yeah. You can't go in there if your age is an even number.
I thought I told you, no sixes in Slim Jim Minis.
But it's my birthday. I don't care. You come here next year.
They make
You
the
come
best,
back when you're a 7, doll.
they make the best Monte Cristo in town, too. That's the other thing about it.
It's the only reason people go.
That's the podcast. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's in the podcast.
Oh, man. It's good to be back here. When was the last time we were in the studio?
It feels like a couple, because we did like 3 in a row. We had like 1 week where it's been like 2-3 weeks, man.
You guys been on the road?
No. Everybody's been in town.
We're just tired.
We just had one really productive week, and then chill.
Keep talking, because I'm eating a Slim Jim.
Oh, yeah,
No one get the Slim Jim sounds on.
Yeah, that's true. People hate it when you eat on podcasts.
I mean, I get it, but also I love eating.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
What am I
supposed to stop eating?
Yeah, my two loves.
I'm so glad I don't have that thing that it doesn't freak me out when people eat and talk.
No,
I don't care at all.
I never hear it. People will like email us and be like, this person was chewing gum the entire time. I'm like, I edited it and I didn't hear it. I don't know what to say.
Right. Yeah.
Is it just loud? It's just people.
I don't know. I think it's the sound. Like, my sister can't handle her dog when her dog like grooms itself. She's like, stop it, and I'm like, let it.
I don't like that sound though.
That rough tongue on fur.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It doesn't bother me. Yeah, I guess I just tuned it out.
Maybe it's like a reverse ASMR. It's just like the ultimate like a tactile sound that you're like, that's fucking awful.
Yeah, it's ASMR for sure.
It turns on like Jason Bourne training.
Yeah.
I don't like how ASMR makes me feel.
I don't either. It's like talk normal.
Do you have any of that? Do you have any of the like body tingles or anything from any sounds?
It makes me feel weird in my crotch.
But not sexually.
Not sexually.
Right?
You know, like when you remember maybe when you're in a car and you go down a really steep hill. But it makes me feel like right before that.
Oh, okay. Like when you're cresting the hill?
Yeah, right before
like
the
your stomach's dropping.
Behind your penis.
Oh, well, yeah. The base of your penis.
Yeah. It's not sexual at all, but that's how. Yeah, it's weird.
Whispering is like that.
Yeah.
People whisper into my ear. It's like
base camp.
My spine just starts dancing.
Base camp.
Yeah, I never get any sensation from it, but I always genuinely feel like it's just someone like trying to train me to become a super spy or something. I'm like, I'm not interested in this. Just talk normal. It's not doing anything for me. You're just very close to the mic whispering. It's not.
Yeah,
it's just a weird sound.
Right.
Is it supposed to be like sexual?
It's not necessarily sexual,
Although
it is
not sexual.
But it's not sexual.
Right.
It's a weird like tingle from the top of your head down, I think, like
okay.
kind of thing.
Like there's an egg on your head and the yolk is running down.
Something like that.
You know what I mean?
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool.
Sean does that to Laura all the time. He did
When
that.
you said
He
that-
did that to her at Faded. She was
Oh, I
sitting in
thought
the
you were
audience, and he was sitting
Really?
behind her, and he was doing that. Yeah,
Really?
the whole show.
You never did that?
I've never heard of this in my... And the way that you said that, I thought it was like a UGK song. I got an egg on my head, and the yolk is running down.
Hey, hey. You know, I don't even know how to...
on some rabbits, man.
So I got an egg that I used to...
And somehow he says, selling white. It's like
Cracking
kids do it though. It's like you knock the head and then you say there's an egg on your head and the yolk is running. Then you like run your hand up. I don't.
Yeah, there used to be a bunch
It's
of
been
those.
a long time since anybody's done
Well,
it.
there used to be like you would trace on people's backs, like
Oh yeah.
going on a treasure hunt. X marks the spot. There's all those
Okay,
weird
see, you
little.
remember
It's like
those.
sibling stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
like
that's what
kids-
I would. Yeah.
Remember kids touching games? But like the good ones.
Yeah.
Like not.
This would like tickle your back, but not in a
Yeah.
crazy way.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
like when
okay.
you'd have a kid, you'd be like, push out as hard as you can. You'd hold their arms down.
Oh, yeah.
And then you let
yeah.
go and they like rise. Like
Describing these as an adult, I'm like, David, you can't do that.
yeah, it is all very. I'm glad I got it out of my system.
Yeah.
It wasn't in my system.
It's yours.
I've never done this. But you remember when we were kids and we played games
Right.
touching
Of
each
course.
other?
I would do that in the doorways, like stand
Oh,
in a
yes.
doorway and then
You
push your hands against it, and then you're
Yeah.
like, I'm like
Your
an
arms
angel.
just rise.
Yeah,
rising.
orphanage style.
Do kids still do that, or now do they just play with iPads?
They got doorway apps.
Is it
Oh no,
an
yeah.
app in the doorway? You can tap him to make sure he doesn't put his hands down.
I'm gonna make. Hear me out. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make a touching games app for kids.
Yeah.
Don't. Okay.
It's called Touching Kids.
That's why. That's why we're in the
Touching for
writers'
kids.
room, guys. We're just bouncing around.
He's done that
I
idea.
I don't want to be in
I would
that.
love to be in that room, yes.
I don't want to be in that room because that app is gonna get made, and then I gotta have my name in the credits.
No, but it's fun touching.
Stop. I'm out.
I feel like
Keep
there's
my
a
name
way.
off the game.
Here's the thing. I'm deep in it, but I feel like there's a way to describe it where it's not.
Yeah,
it's
I
fun
agree.
for kids to
I-
learn to touch each
Well, you
other.
haven't.
Do you know this is being recorded?
This is no. Okay, I'm not saying. I'm taking myself out of it.
Okay.
I'm pulling myself from it.
Yeah.
I'm saying children
Sure.
learn how touching different. You have guys. There's a base way that you have to learn to touch
It's
people.
not better.
But we all know what I'm saying is the thing. I'm sure.
It's the use of the word touching, I think. It's
I
like,
think
let's
it's
find
touching
a
is a
different
problem.
word.
Feeling.
No.
Rubbing? There's no better word.
It's a
worse.
hard one to sell because you're like exploring. Nothing sounds.
Maybe like pad. No.
But it's like, I'm just trying to, cause like, I think about it now, and I touched more people when I was a kid than I touch now. Like, day to day. I was more affectionate. Gosh.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I
The
was just
hard
so
part
bad.
is that I want to, what I'm trying to say is that I want to touch more adults,
Okay.
but I can't.
Okay.
Like, do you remember playing football?
Yeah.
You were touching each other
Yeah.
all the time.
Dude, I was at a flight club yesterday.
Yes.
Getting sneakers, and there were
Thank
these
you.
two.
Thank you for saving me.
Yeah,
No, I'm gonna come back in a second. Go on.
there were these two like I think they were there. Well, I know they were there from Japan. 'Cause I heard them talking. They were speaking Japanese, and they were hanging all over each other. And I don't think they were lovers. I think they were just friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they were just like had their arms over each other.
All I'm
And
saying
they
is
were
that
palling around.
we should just all touch each
Oh
other
yeah.
more is what I'm saying.
I wish.
I feel like I went the worst route.
Yeah.
And then you just kept digging.
Because I thought that there was fertile ground
Sure.
there.
Yeah.
Trying to
Well,
get
no.
out.
Well, you're not wrong.
Okay.
You're
yes.
not. I don't think you're wrong. It's just like
It's hard to say.
It's impossible. Yeah.
It's hard to say.
I feel all the time like I think it's okay to like be like I have nieces and nephews and stuff, right? And you're
Yeah.
like the.
Why is this
It's
the
fine
episode
to
I
interact
chose?
with kids when they're not yours. You know.
Yeah.
There's like been this combat where it's like
Well, not like
He
strangers.
just looked at me like, we gotta stay out of this one.
Everybody's
going
gonna
on?
take their turn, huh?
yeah. That was my turn. No.
So I know this like 10-year-old, right?
It's just like their skin is softer. You You know, because they don't have as many muscles, so it's
Yeah,
like...
they're more tender.
Yeah.
Life hasn't beaten them down yet.
Yeah, they're not rough like us.
Slim Jim Minis.
Slim Jim
sound
Minis,
like-
Slim Jim
Guys,
Minis.
let's tell
Everything, that entire sentence that David just said, trying to explain it, is the drink special at Slim Jim Minis.
You're like, man, I don't want the drink.
Let me get the,
Two of those.
Let me get the kids should be touching each other more.
I know what you mean. Something to differentiate between good touch and bad touch for children.
Yeah, it's just you should learn because it's a thing that it's better to learn early than late.
I
right.
went to, for a friend's birthday, she was like, oh, we should all go play laser tag. And we went to play laser tag, and obviously, like, everyone there is just children. While they were explaining the rules and being like, all right, we're going to break people up into teams, these, like, young, like, 7-year-old boys were like, no, don't break us up, we're best friends. They started hugging each other, and it was the cutest thing I've
That's
ever...
beautiful.
It's so
Yeah.
adorable.
That's there we go.
I had this, like, sensation of, like, that's adorable, and then another sensation of, like,
Don't
man,
look at those
don't-
kids.
No, well, that, but also I was just like, ugh, I hope nobody ever touches me. Like none of my friends. Like something happened to me, and now I'm an adult. And just like, no one will ever touch me. I will hug them, and I will stand a foot away.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
There's no like. I think it's fucking us up, man.
What happens?
Yeah.
I wonder when it is.
I don't know, cause like it's not like that other places. In Sierra Leone, dudes hold hands.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes.
At some age, you have your last friendly cuddle, and you don't even know it.
Yeah, you don't even know it.
Man,
Remember
sometimes...
dogpiling?
Yeah, dogpiling.
That.
Yeah.
Mostly because you
I
hurt.
just want to dog pile after this.
Yeah.
Dogpile.
Dogpile, yeah.
Sometimes I've had the greatest afternoons where it's like just me and a friend, separate couches, but we're taking a nap or watching some
Oh, yeah.
sports or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay to be intimate with
Right.
friends.
Yeah.
Is where I think we.
This is David's roundabout way, just being like,
Oh.
yeah. So
Anybody got any dates?
And this dude, Sean Jordan is in Portland, Oregon,
Portlandia.
with
Yeah.
Laura. Just putting in some Laura time.
Yeah, cracking some eggs on that
Cracking
head.
some eggs on the head. Stirring the stew. Shout out to Sean Jordan. So he's not here for all the Sean Jordan heads.
Yeah.
Instead, we are going to be mean to a bag of flour that we've put in the corner.
big ass bag ain't never been yeasted in its life.
Fucking want to be pancake ass bag of flour.
Couldn't be a cake for shit.
Fucking fuck you, flour. We love you, dude. We love the bag of flour. Just
Great
kidding.
comedian.
Yeah, fantastic comic.
Book brand flour.
Debbie Dijuibe is in the studio.
Yeah.
At Electro Lemon on Twitter.
Yep.
And then on Instagram, it's
Also at Electro.
also at Electro Lemon.
Yep.
For some reason, I always remember people's Twitter and never remember their Instagram.
It's
that
because
Yeah,
we're never on
well, the-
Instagram.
Yeah, you don't really notice that on the Instagram.
Yeah.
It's more of the picture.
Right.
Thank you, Zach. Yeah.
Checks out.
Debbie, what do you got going on, man?
I got my podcast Punch of the Jam.
Yes.
I'm writing on the Late Show with your boy Ian Carmel. My boss.
Air horn, horn,
Yeah.
horn, horn, air horn.
I'm trying to get back into performing live without having to lean on like just riffing or doing a podcast or anything. I'm doing Vulture Fest. November 7th. Is this gonna be up then? Who knows?
This will be up next Thursday.
Oh, great. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing Vulture Fest this weekend. If you're there, Pete Holmes is hosting a Comedians to Know thing. So it's like me and Jamie Loftus and I think Brendan Scannell and some other people
That's great.
doing...
That's so funny too.
Oh, it's so fucking
And
funny.
Jamie, everybody's funny.
Yeah,
That's
Jamie
awesome.
is one of the funniest people I know. And it's just going to be a fun time. Come on out. I might do a song at the end or something. I haven't figured it out. But if I don't do a song, don't be disappointed because I said might.
You did say Mike.
I said might. You can't sue me.
Asterisks.
Asterisks.
Don't sue him. And if you want to hear some songs, listen to Punch Up the Jam.
Yeah.
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 And with a Patreon.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can give us money to hear us talk more and download the songs that we've been writing.
Bonus content.
Boulder.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I found it on the
Well,
Patreon.
I'm doing drops, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Save those for your Patreon.
Yes.
I've got other drops for that. Don't worry,
Okay.
there's plenty of drops, man.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Give me
yeah,
one more of those
He's-
drops.
He's a cup of water full of drops.
Oh, yeah. Is that a hot dog or a broad?
Damn, that's a good one.
That's one of them.
I can be an Eddie to contact.
this on Napster, so I thought it was Blink-182 until just now. Now.
That one plays in the middle of the song, too. Right when you figure it out, you're like, oh.
Also, fuck everybody out there who was titling all those songs.
Oh, man.
I was like, I can't believe the Beatles did a song with DMX. It's because they did it.
They did. But I like to think they would have.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I hope.
John wanted to.
I mean, they were. Yeah, no,
He's a rough rider.
Some of them will get so good.
Earl was quite a rough rider, and we all tried to ride rough in those days too.
It's what you're hearing. It's what you're hearing.
my dog side.
Still had blood on the dick.
You know, that's the thing about John. He had blood on his dick too. Yonkers was very much the Liverpool of New York.
Oh God! I laughed the cover off my microphone. I'm unsheathed.
He's not cheap. He's raw. David Corey
The
raw.
dog is raw.
Oh, another drop. Did you guys,
Please get off my mic.
did you guys hear about how Soulja Boy used like retitling songs on LimeWire to like make his career?
Yeah, that's how.
Did he really?
That's how Superman got high.
Yeah, he would just drop it on like LimeWire and Napster and all these places and retitle it to be like Jay-Z Hard Knock Life or whatever the fuck.
Wow.
And then it worked.
Yeah.
And then it would be Superman?
Yeah.
That happened to me before, though. It was like getting rickrolled.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're like, God, fucking Soulja Boy.
Oh, man.
And then eventually you just are like, I hear the song so often, I just kind of like it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know the funny thing? Superman, that whole never my favorite Soulja Boy. Turn My Swag On, though?
Turn My
yeah.
Swag On's great.
That's an incredible song.
Speaker Going Hammers.
Yeah, Speakers Going Hammers great.
He's underappreciated. I think he's one of the funniest, like, of that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like his later antics. Because he's so ridiculous.
Yeah. His antics have been great the whole time. Was he the private jet guy?
No, that was Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
Wow, yeah.
Bow Wow's a bump.
He was like trying to get into fights with Bow Wow or something.
That would have been funny
I
if
watched
Soulja Boy
that.
did it, though. Soulja Boy did it, would be funny.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what Soulja Boy got caught at?
Huh.
He got caught. He was at an Airbnb saying it was his new mansion.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could Airbnb a mansion?
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it in Vegas.
Maybe we should Airbnb a mansion.
Hell yeah, we should,
Yeah.
man. It rules.
Every year I think about like doing a Christmas party and just Airbnb-ing it, but then you gotta find the one Airbnb. It's like weeks of parties and events.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
that's the problem.
We're going to have
Most
that
of them
low-key
like
Christmas party. People bring their sweaters in a duffel bag.
I did have to have a low-key Christmas party one year when my apartment complex burned down.
Whoa, what?
Oh, God.
My apartment was not, my side of the complex was not affected, but it was like, I had already put all the decorations up and people were already on their way over.
That's hilarious.
And I was just kind of like, hey, we're going to just kind of be chill tonight because the other half of the apartment complex just burned down.
Wow,
I
they were
would've
away to
just-
danger. They were away to danger.
I would have just texted all my friends like, "Hey, just put a log on."
It was so
So
funny
when they get there,
seeing
you're just freaking out like, "No!"
people got to the door and like I would open the door and be like, hey, and their face would be like, hey, what is that? The side of it, it's all burnt out. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna be chill. And then by the end of the night, people were drunk and like started like messing with me and just like slowly singing weed and start the fire. And I was like, don't, we
Oh,
can't.
my God.
Man,
They're gonna hear.
Chestnuts roasting on a kitchen counter.
right next to your teddy bear.
Well, that's the DMX Eagles Club.
Oh, yeah, what did he?
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Come on.
I thought this was Blink-182.
Damn, son, I thought this was Blink-182 until just now.
You're really good at that voice.
Really good, right?
It's a very
Man.
specific voice.
What if you found out I was the damn son? Where'd you find this guy?
Dude, I don't even know how
I
I
would be starstruck every day I walk into work.
Yeah. That would
like
be
that.
how I would open. I do a podcast with the damn son, where'd you find this guy?
Yesterday, David showed me that video of the Chili's baby back ribs
Oh, yeah.
dudes, and that was
Oh, yes.
amazing to see the behind the scenes on that.
That was crazy.
I want to see the behind the music on that.
I want to
Right?
watch, I would
Where
watch
are
an
they
hour
now?
documentary about that.
Man.
They're in sync.
That was the band NSYNC.
Oh.
They turned into NSYNC.
I
Did
guess
you
that-
see the video of the Chili's Baby
I
Back
saw
Ribs?
you guys watching it. I didn't see it, but
Yeah.
I did listen and go, it's still a good song.
You might be doing a bit. Keep your eye on the Late Late Show on Monday. But she is silent on Twitter?
Yes, sir.
Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram.
Indeed.
What do you got coming up, buddy?
I do have some dates. Also, come to Faded. Well, we only have one more for this year, but we're coming back.
But it's tomorrow.
It's
when
tomorrow.
You're listening to
Yeah.
this.
Come to
Do it.
Faded tomorrow.
It is the best show in Los Angeles right now, in my opinion.
Hell yeah.
I've been doing
Thank
a lot-
you.
It's so
I
fucking
went
fun,
last night
man.
and it was a fucking blast.
Come on, it was so much fun. We're serving the hot dogs, we got
Dogs.
brats,
I walked
we got
in
beers.
last night and Dave was like, all right, what you want, a Hebrew National or a brat? And I just stood there for like a few seconds and was like, the Hebrew National.
Come on, of course you want a Hebrew National.
Yeah, man.
You want a Hebrew Natty.
Yeah.
We got Natty Lights and Hebrew Natties.
Heave Natties, dude. You can't say that. I
I
can
was about to say,
that.
we can't say
You can't say that. I can't say that.
Are you,
I love
talking
a
about
Heave
the,
Natty.
are you talking about the grocery store?
Talking about those Heave Natties.
Because
the magazine.
No, that's him.
HEB
Heave
Natties.
Natties. That's the bar next door to fucking Slim.
Yeah, you don't feel like Slim Jim Minis. I'm just gonna take it easy. I'm gonna go to HEB Natties tonight.
Man, I didn't even go to bars, but I would go into Slim Jim Minis.
Oh,
You couldn't get in the
couldn't
Slim
get in
Jim
Slim-
Mini.
Why
You
don't you
know,
go to HEB Natties?
I could go
You goddamn 32.
HEB Natties is more well lit than like a surgery theater. You know what I mean?
It's bright in there.
That entire block's fucked up.
Yeah, I hate that block. I hate that block. There's a fucking potbelly sandwiches on there too.
Oh,
Weird
man.
places you can find one of those.
I always think it's gonna be a good idea to eat pork belly, and then I'm like,
Oh, dude, pork bellies though.
I can't handle it.
Every time you see it on the menu, I'm
I ate
just
some
like,
pork belly with your dad one time.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, West Van Horn show years ago.
That's right. Yeah, they were cooking up pork belly.
Kevin Carmel is a legend just from me listening to the podcast. I'm just like, I need to meet this man.
Dude, he's a shot caller.
You brought your mom into the office, and
Yeah.
without restraint, you're like, "This is my mom." I went, "Saint Sue."
Yeah.
And she did not hear. Thank God.
She hears it a lot.
Ugh.
She did
So sweet.
at Sean's album recording. She was like she was more popular than me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
You know?
beautiful.
She was like the
That's
second
adorable.
most famous person there was Sean, and then Saint Sue Carmel,
That's great.
and then Shane Torres' ponytail, and then me.
Old Red Chain Torres.
Oh man.
Okay, yeah, no, I do have some new dates though, which is exciting. December 1st, I'm in Seattle at UW. I will have information about that on that soon.
December 1st?
Yeah, December 2nd. Back to PDX.
What?
Your boy is
Whoa.
headlining the Siren
Oh, shit.
Hell yeah,
on
man.
December 2nd, and then December 15, 16, 17, and 18, I'm at the Shelton Theater up in San Francisco.
There you go. There you go.
January 17th and 18th, I believe, I'm going to be back at the Velveeta Room in Austin,
yeah.
Texas.
Ooh.
More
Valve.
dates coming soon.
When is
because
the
of-
Valve?
The Valve is in Austin. It's
No, when?
January 17th and 18th. And
So-
yeah, more dates coming soon because I'm running sets for
You
stuff.
might be running sets for something.
Yeah.
What's with the questions?
Come on, chill out.
Back off, all right?
Chill out,
You
chill
might
out.
be running sets for something
I
that's
might be
coming
running
out.
sets. Maybe I just
Yeah.
love doing stand up.
All right?
Yeah,
maybe
you
it's
need
a
Krista.
maybe it's a
Why
love of the game thing.
Maybe
Keep
I
your eyes
got
on your own paper.
All right? Fucking
Exactly.
chill out.
eyes on
Don't
the
worry
ball.
about David's paper.
But also buy tickets to all that because that would be cool
Show
to
up.
see. Oh, also I'm going
Show
to be
up.
in the Blue Room Valentine's Day weekend. I'm going to be at the Blue Room in Springfield, Missouri.
Ooh.
That's not
Oh,
romantic.
that's a makeup
Serious
date.
for
Am I
lovers.
correct?
Yes.
That's not romantic. I don't
It's
know
a
what it
makeup
is.
date.
It's a makeup day and a make-out day.
It's a make-out
Yeah.
day, dude.
Ooh, we can make it in.
Yeah. We can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
I've heard every David Bory comedy show is like Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That's
you
where
know,
couples meet.
people get married off my joints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in Portland on December 2nd,
Yes.
which is a Sunday.
Is that the right day? I might be wrong. Well, now
We'll just take a look right now.
I'm just taking
Because if it's
on.
on a Saturday, who knows who will show up?
Ooh,
Who knows?
Who's to say?
Barack Obama could appear.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
That's a Richard Bain bit. Shout out to Richard Bain.
Oh, man.
Everyone's got to give Richard Bain credit for it.
PDX original.
Total PDX original. Shout out to fucking Richard Bain, man.
Yeah, man.
Fuck with
It is-
Richard Bain.
It is Sunday. It's
Yeah.
Sunday, December 2nd.
That's a great night to see stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens
You
sometimes.
still never know who's going to show up.
Still never
Still
know.
don't know.
Barack Obama doesn't have a job.
Barack Obama.
Does he not have a job yet?
I mean, he's got a job, but he doesn't want to be doing it.
Yeah.
He works at HEB Natties.
He's just covering some shifts till he gets his shit together.
I'm just
All
trying
right? He doesn't work back there.
He's saving up to buy, he needs a mixer. For his fucking folk rock jam band.
Well, Michelle didn't like me being in the house so much, so I decided to get a job. Only part-time.
Oh man, he's just bagging your groceries and you're like, what?
Yeah, let me do that.
Like the guy from the Cosby Show.
We need you back for just one last job. Bro.
Would you like some change? Makes that joke every time. It's like, no, yeah, like the camp.
Yeah.
It's funny because his speech pattern is similar to DMX's.
It is.
That's what you're hearing. Listen, X gonna give it to you. Fuck waiting for you to get it on your own. X gonna deliver it to you.
My dog's gonna stop. Your dog's gonna drop. Let me go. Shut him down, open up shop.
That sounds like a good foreign policy.
But that's all my dates.
Beautiful days.
Beautiful dates.
Beautiful drums. Count Zacula
Hello.
from Pennsylvania is in the studio.
Yeah, I flew in last night.
He flew in, dude. Took the red eye. How are you doing, Bubby?
I'm doing great.
Zach Toscani with a K, mind you, on
Yeah,
Twitter.
yeah.
And at Zach Toscani with a K.
On
First of all,
Instagram.
it's just at Zach Toscani. But you spell it with a K.
Yes.
So people aren't looking for Zach Toscani with a K.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a different man.
That's a different person completely.
C-A-K.
Z-A-K.
Beautiful, elegant, sleek.
Sleek.
It is sleek.
Also with a K.
Dude.
Yep.
It's fun to think of your name as like a car.
Oh, man.
Ian Carmel.
Ooh.
What is that? I feel like it's a. I feel like it's a.
I feel like it's like a Buick commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's
There's no
elegant,
top
but
on
it's
that car.
cool,
Like a
power.
rendezvous?
Ooh. What, is that a car? A Buick Rendezvous? Oh, it is.
Yeah. It's like
Buick
their
Rendezvous?
SUV.
Shit.
A Buick
There's a
Rendezvous
car
sounds
called
like what you have at a David Bowie set.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
After a
listen,
David Bowie set.
yeah. Let's just say I'm the product of a Buick Rendezvous.
If two divorced people fuck in a car, it's a Buick Rendezvous.
Wow.
That is for sure.
Oh man.
Get it on Urban Dictionary. Put it up there.
Oh, I keep laughing the top off this mic.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, good show.
Damn, son. The mic sleeve won't stay on.
Can I get a new mic sleeve?
Damn, son. Give me a new mic sleeve.
Oh,
This
man.
one's just dripping.
DJ Mike Sleeve. Stole. New shit. Mike Sleeve won't stay on the microphone. 1998. Shout out to Cedric Sabalos. Carrots on aisle 3.
There was Ralph-specific drops.
Yeah. It's Pampers season.
Rotisserie.
Raisins are near the alcohol.
Coronas!
Oh man.
Sea Serpent birthday cake. All stand down there.
By the way, that was the best birthday cake, right?
The Sea Serpent
The
one?
sea serpent.
What?
Do you remember
It
that?
was fun colors.
It was fun, but then it would have like the sea serpent in the corner. But it would have like one hump, and then it would be
Yeah.
flat cake, and then another.
Oh.
So it looked like it was coming in
I
and
know
out of the
exactly
water.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because you were like, ooh, that's a good chunk of frosting.
Yeah.
I was always
I
the
like
kid.
you eyeballing the cake before.
I was never the one ashamed of being like, yeah, I want that piece.
No, I want the heavy frosting piece.
You want the corner.
Yeah,
Friend
I
of the-
want those crusty roses, you know?
Oh, yeah. I'll take those every
Yeah,
time.
those are great.
Friend of the program, enemy of the people, Zach Harper,
Yeah.
is obsessed with the
Is that
hamburger
tacos?
birthday.
Yeah.
Which one?
Tacos?
Tacos. Yeah,
Tacos.
tacos. Loves the
Those
cheeseburger
hamburger
birthday cake.
Yeah. Wait,
Those
they
are
have
fun.
fries too on the side.
Yeah,
and those fries
fries.
are also cake.
I went on a date with a baker once and then saw that those cakes like the very next day and was just like, what do you think about these? And she was like, that is an abomination. It's the last text I ever saw from her.
That is so
Whoa.
It's so funny. I'm not even mad because I'm just like, I guess
That's
this
great.
cake's fucking me
got
up.
so mad.
Fine.
So fuck you, Gelsons.
I think there has to be, right? Because it feels like
Yeah.
high-end bakers must hate all
She
that.
absolutely hated it.
Fuck you, Gelsons is one of the
You're like-
funniest things you can say.
That's my drop.
Fuck you, Gelsons.
That's one of the drops that plays it over the speaker at Ralph's.
Oh, you put together through context clues, listeners, Ralph's is just like your sort of run-of-the-mill grocery store here in LA.
Yeah, your
Gelson's
Kroger.
is a little higher end. Your
Yeah.
Kroger, your Safeway, your Giant Eagle.
Me and Zach went to Ralph's the other day in the secret entrance.
Yeah, through the back way, through the parking lot.
And we made a friend. Shout out to Candace.
Yeah, shout out to Candace. Yeah, the security guard rode with us down the elevator because she saw that we had 4 bags of ice, a bottle of vodka, and a case of hams, and she was like, "Whoa, where are you guys going?"
I want to be there too.
And we were riding down the elevator, and she was like, "Damn, I wish I was going with you guys." And David's like, "We can sneak you a couple," and she just let it go. But I was like, "We would definitely give you like 4 beers."
Yeah, for sure. Like Zach was like, it's a win-win.
Right.
Because either she's super cool or she's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Like
one or the other.
Yeah, she was like, she could have been like, oh, but she was like, ah, ha, ha, ha.
Yeah,
And she told us to drink one for her.
Yeah. She was like, "When you're out there drinking, think of Candace."
Pop one for Candace?
I forgot. I'll do it today.
All right,
I
yeah.
popped a hot dog for Candace.
Well, there you go.
You popped 2 hot dogs for
She
Candace.
was a Candace. She'd appreciate that, just based on everything else I know about it.
International abroad.
Yeah.
Hashtag popping dogs for Candace.
Do it, everybody. Let's actually do that later. Let's get that going, AFE family.
Yeah.
Hashtag
We will show it to her.
Poppin' Dogs for Candace. I believe that's with a number 4.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Poppin' Dogs for Candace.
Yeah. Popping dogs for Candace.
Grill up some dogs and just let's do it for Candace.
Yeah, one time.
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's a go feed me.
That's a go feed. Poppin' Dogs. If we get 50 people popping dogs for Candace, I will donate $100 to Planned Parenthood.
Oh, yeah. Popping dogs
Poppin'
for
dogs
Candace.
for Candace.
For
Let's
Candace.
get it going. That's not for every 50. That's a one-time limit. I already give them $100 a month. Not making money over here, all right? I got a growing family. So Scotty, what do you got going on, man?
Yeah, same as David, just come to Faded. I'll be having some out-of-town dates to come, so just look out for that. But yeah.
Look out for Detox. My name is Ian Carmel, at Ian Carmel on Twitter, at Ian Carmel on Instagram, at Ian Carmel on Jewish Caviar. There we go.
Oh.
JCav. What do I got going on? Not much.
You have to get separate cars for meat and cheese, right?
That's different cars for meat and cheese.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. I do have dates. If you're listening to this, I will be in Boise, Idaho tomorrow night.
Woohoo!
Just doing a little stand-up comedy.
And
Seeing my girlfriend.
I didn't know if we were allowed to. Okay, maybe I pushed it.
Yeah.
It was Instagram official, so I didn't know if it was. Okay, I'll chill out.
It's official big swizzle across the whistle. Blow the whistle, not across the whistle. Across the board, though. Blow the whistle. I'm doing the show called Hog Spoiled at Woodland Empire Brewery.
Yeah.
At 8 o'clock. I'm gonna do a bunch of stand-up. It's gonna be fun. I haven't been to Boise to do stand-up in years and years and years.
When was the last time you did Liquid Laughs?
Yeah, a one-nighter when I featured. So, it's been forever. This is the first time I've done a headline that said Boise. So come on out. I don't know when it'll happen
Boise,
again.
he's coming home.
And then I'm doing
Boise's back in town.
Boys are back in town. And then I'm doing a show up in Sun Valley the next night.
Is that where they ski?
Yeah, it's up in I'm going up to ski country somewhere.
Oh man, mountain town shows are fun.
So look out on my Twitter for that. I don't even know what the details are because somebody hasn't texted me back about it. But
Sean.
Duh Rhymes.
She's doing too much.
Do you think Shonda Rhimes is playing to Busta Rhymes? Folks,
I would love it.
some light listening. It's a light listening podcast.
These mics are falling apart.
They're falling apart?
We're killing the studio.
Damn, son. Now Ian's mic is falling apart.
Somebody gotta glue these mics on. No.
So I got the... Fucking hell. I'm falling apart over here.
That's because you forgot to mention Leanne Rhymes. She's cursing
and
the
Leanne
studio.
Rhymes. Leanne Rhymes, Busta Rhymes, Shonda Rhymes.
What did Leanne Rhymes sing?
Blue. Right?
What?
She's
Was
wearing
that
blue.
Eiffel 65?
I don't know.
Blew his house with a blue little
I regret it. I never sang.
I
never
also,
sang in
wait,
my
did
life.
she sing I Hope You Dance?
I hope you dance.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I thought she sang Kiss Me.
No, that's Sixpence None the Richer.
Yeah, man.
Did she have This Kiss or was that Faith Hill?
Oh,
That was
that
Faith
was
Hill,
his
I think.
Kiss.
Oh, I was thinking
I'm
of
thinking
Leanne
of-
Womack.
Oh, you know what song she had was How Do I Live? How do I live without you? I want to know.
How do I live without you? If you never do, how do I ever survive? How do I live?
Alexa, call my girlfriend. You know.
You were right about Blue, though. Apparently that's one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, you would have.
And she just sings Blue for like a really long time.
What's
if I
wild is
remember.
on Spotify, that song only has 3 million spins, dude. It's like not even
Really?
one of her 10 most popular songs.
Whoa.
Wow.
That's kind of deep cuts.
She's
Yeah.
got bangers.
Good on you.
Oh, and it was just announced last week now, if you're listening to this, hopefully you've caught tickets. I will be back
Oh, yeah?
at Revolution Hall in Portland, Oregon, March 8th.
I thought it was the 6th. I don't know why I would think that.
Let me look. I think it's March 8th.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that would make more sense than what I said.
That venue is the fucking best.
It's fucking awesome. It's a really fun place to do stand-up. It's a great place to see stand-up.
It's beautiful. You're going to sell it out, too.
I hope so. The last one sold out pretty quick, and then there were a lot of people trying to get tickets last minute. Don't be one of those people. There may be some special guests on the show.
Anybody could be there.
Barack Obama.
It's possible. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know where the country's going to be in March.
We don't know, but DMX is a lock. He
DMX
is
is
going.
in.
Yeah.
It's me and DMX, kind of a Billy Joel, Elton John situation. Two mics facing each other.
It's the walk this way of our generation.
Yeah. I'm gonna be doing a new stand-up special. I don't know, special's not the right word, but just a new set. I hesitate to say an hour because it might be a little shorter. It might be a little longer. Last year I said I was gonna do a new hour, and it was 90 minutes. So we'll see. It's just gonna be a new big chunk of stand-up. I've been working on a lot of new stuff. I'm really excited about it. There's gonna be some new guests. If we sell it out, we have, because of territorial restrictions, you know. But if we sell out the show at the Siren. You know, and we sell out the show at the Revolution Hall. Maybe we can announce a live certain kind of show.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that is a good incentive.
Yeah.
Maybe we can announce that.
That's a good reason for you guys to maybe come to these
Until
shows.
then, because of restrictions, we can't announce anything like that. So that's what I'm up to. I got that shit popping. Come see me in
Also-
Portland. Come see me in Boise.
People can also see a thing that you did as of this dropping last night.
Oh yeah! Oh, I just did stand up on the Late Late Show.
Oh, yes.
Shit. Good call. Yeah, at this point, I went out there with a fresh outfit that I already got planned. I bought the shoes last night.
Is it the Eddie Murphy suit from Raw?
It's the Eddie Murphy suit from
Yes.
Oh man, the shoes are on point.
Raw. They're point shoes. I'm wearing ballerina point shoes. Now,
Beautiful.
yeah, so watch go on YouTube and check out my set from last night. Yeah.
Share it, retweet it.
Share it, retweet it, like and subscribe. Watch the Late Late Show in general. Come to Good Looks the first and third Wednesday at UCB to see hot stand-up comedy. Go see Faded. Listen to All Fantasy Everything. Now, we're not just gathered here in beautiful Headgum Studios
Gorgeous.
to talk about CBS and Viacom properties.
No.
I might mention that later.
It
As
might
a
come up later.
combination.
It might come up later. We're gathered here today to draft back-to-back things. Right? That kind
Yes,
of
Yeah.
back-to-backs.
No
I thought it was
limitations.
back to back to back. I thought it was 3.
No,
I
it's
mean,
two.
if you got a 3, that's
That's
impressive.
I only
back
had
to back.
3s.
You have
That's
threes?
fine.
All I did was 3s.
That's wild.
Oh,
We're
you
just
just
going back to back.
You didn't give him the text?
God damn it! When Zach was like, when I got to your house this morning, and Zach was like, I had to chill out and figure out how to like siphon it. I was like, how does he have so? I don't know why I thought it was back to back to back.
No, it's just back to
Well, I
back.
think
Well, it was at
Well,
first.
we were
we
talking
did.
about doing back to back movies, but then we cut it down to
just back to back.
back to back.
Well, either way, I got a list.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
cut one off of each of those.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing back to back to back.
Well, I'll just say this: you can use each one of those twice, technically.
We'll figure it out. But I got.
Yeah.
God damn it, David. It's like, how do these guys have so many three-peats? All right, that's cool.
I'm excited to see what you do.
Yeah,
out
I got
here.
I know.
You might even come up with some other ones.
I
On
got
top,
I got
right?
some moves. I got
Okay.
some moves.
Well, to determine the order of this draft, whether we're doing back to back or back to back to back to back, whatever I said, we are going to determine the order with a rollicking game of rock paper scissors. Play between the three of you. We throw on shoot. Here we go. Rock paper scissors shoot. Ooh, a stalemate. Rock paper scissors shoot. A stalemate. Rock paper scissors shoot. Oh! Oh, David
Stay
Boring.
strong.
Yeah.
Stay strong.
He stayed rocked the whole thing. He stayed
Stay
rocked
rocked
up
By
the
the
whole
way,
time.
Faded last week. David had a run.
He was rocked up the whole time. He had a
Rock,
boner
paper,
the
scissors,
entire
didn't
show.
Wait, what?
You were talking about your method of how you win so many rock, paper, scissors outside of...
I don't know.
There's
Oh,
on-mic
maybe that
stuff.
was...
I don't know.
Can I tell you my
Off-mic
method?
stuff.
Well, I mean, it doesn't work here, but I always just say, I'm going to throw scissors, and then I throw scissors.
It's harder in a three-way.
I know,
If you're
but
going head-to-head,
when I say it, people are just like, he's not going to do it. I'm like, no, I'm telling you the truth right out the gate. I'm going to throw scissors. If you want to play correctly, you can easily defeat me, but everyone thinks I'm fucking with them, so they just do something else.
They're playing a mirror,
Yeah.
you know? They start playing themselves.
Fools.
it's really a head game more than anything.
Oh, yeah.
Inconceivable.
It's pronounced
It is
headgum.
conceivable.
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
Man.
Headgum. And you're playing a mirror from Headgum.
Correct.
A mirror from Headgame. David Boy, it is
I'm
time for
gonna
you
go-
to...
Oh, what?
Before you determine the order of the
Yes.
draft, I need to remind you of one thing.
What type of draft is
It
it?
is a serpentine draft. And Demi, since you're in Sean's seat,
Oh, fuck.
what
Oh, man.
What is a serpentine draft?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. The Serpentine draft. So, you ever been to, you're out for an out of the town, you're walking down the street, right? And you see those beautiful lights at the H-E-B Natty. So, of course, you walk in the door, but you get in there and you're like, my eyes, it's too bright. So you walk outside, but next door, you see it's a ladies' night at Slim Jim Minis. So you walk into Slim Jim Minis, but... when you walk into Slim Jim Minis, you get yourself one of their famous Monte Cristos. Bouncer catches you and he's like, hey, how old are you? You say 32, he kicks you out. So now you gotta go right back into H-E-B Natties. And, you go in and get one of their Monte Cristos, but you forgot about how bright those lights are. And you're just walking back and forth between Slim Jim Minis and H-E-B Natties on the same block.
Yeah.
That's Serpentine
That's
draft.
serpentine. Basically,
Well
you pick
done.
fourth in the first
thank
round,
you.
you pick first in the second. Fantastic. Round of applause for Demi in the studio.
Well played.
Wow. Sean's gonna hear this and be like, you never applied for me.
That's right, Sean. And we never do a big boy hello either. Hello. All right.
Take that, you bag of flour.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck
man.
that flower. Dave, what will the order of the draft be today?
I'm gonna go. I don't think anybody's gonna take mine because I did threes.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
if you go
I
first.
honestly think I might take at least one of yours.
All right,
Oh.
I'm gonna go first just in case.
Wow.
I'm gonna go me, Demi, Zach, Ian.
My man,
Whoa.
you know where I like to be.
You like the hot
I
corners?
love it,
You're
and
the
I
hot
appreciate you
corners.
putting me there, man. It really means a lot. Because I never play the rock, paper, scissors, so when someone puts me like...
I understand.
I love you, man.
I understand. I love you back.
So with the first pick in the back-to-back, ... all
Yeah.
fantasy everything draft, David Borer, you are on the clock.
I'm picking back-to-back, etc.
Okay.
And I'm picking the, what year is it? Let me get the years. The 1993 to 1994 TGIF Friday Night lineup. Boy Meets World and motherfucking Step by Step.
I swear to God, I had that on here.
You did have one of them.
Yes,
All right.
that wasn't even the one. But yeah,
That's a fucking lineup, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Just they. Come on, man. Who didn't check
If you
into
had to
that?
pick two of them, you'd probably go to Family Matters Boy Meets World?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
two. Just because I'm not from a blended family like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I
also,
think Step by Step was like easily the most like facade-like.
That's the cut.
the best thing about Step by Step was the
Step by
theme song.
Step.
That was it.
I love
Yeah,
that
yeah.
theme song.
Step by step, day by day, start over, different hands away. The people we love, the stronger we stay. We'll make it better, second time around.
That roller coaster?
What?
You see that roller coaster?
Oh, yeah,
yes.
it
It's
zooms
going
out.
away from the beach? Yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, where is that?
Yeah, and TJ was fun.
Where did they live in Step by Step?
I don't know.
Was it like Washington or something?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But the dumb brother, I like the dumb brother, and I
Oh,
like the
yeah.
small blonde boy.
Talking about boys again, man. We're gonna.
Don't
We
do
got
that to
everything
me!
that
Don't
happened
do that
earlier.
to Don't you do that to me! Don't you do that to me! I can't talk about my love for Step by Step. I also picked Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
which I like the little boy.
Yeah.
Man,
That's weird.
Who did you like in Boy Meets World?
Mr. Feeney.
Okay.
Dude, just stopped a criminal, right?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
You see that
What?
story?
He's incredible.
Someone tried to break into his house. I think Mr. Feeney's help, like the actor, I don't remember his name.
William.
And I think he like
Daniels?
stopped them from robbing his house.
And he's like 91.
Yeah, was
92.
he like a gun, or was he just like
William
Mr.
Daniels.
Matthews?
I know. Can
He
you imagine
administered a test.
if you watch TGIF and then you're breaking into a house and you're like, Mr. Feeney.
Yeah, I'd bail.
Yeah, you
I'd bail
fucking
for
run.
sure.
Also,
Tony
shout out
broke into their house. He hit the lights. What shout out to him?
Jensen Karp, who married Danielle
Oh,
Fisher this weekend.
yeah. Topanga.
Oh, yeah.
Her name is Danielle. I don't know.
It's not Topanga?
Blessings on you.
What's
Hey,
Karp?
the mazel tov, mazel tov.
Right.
Congrats, Jensen. Yeah, you're not.
Yeah, I love that show. I thought it was. I look forward to that lineup every Friday.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
It was fucking
it was
great.
badass, man.
Yeah.
If you got a little Pizza Hut,
Oh, come on.
if I got a little Pizza Hut,
You talking about a personal pan pizza over here?
oh baby, come on, with
Yeah.
those crispy pepperonis.
Mhm.
Remember the Bigfoot back in the day?
Man, I had
I
one
feel
of
like
those.
I do. Was that long? Was that
It was
long
long. It was
pizza?
a rectangle pizza.
Yeah.
I had one of those Dream Team cups from McDonald's.
Oh yeah, fill that to the brim.
Oh.
Sit down.
Cherry Coke.
Remember when you used to
Full ice.
sit in front of the TV like
Yeah.
a weirdo?
Yeah.
I had some
I would get
toys.
so uncomfortable so fast now.
Yeah. Oh god, sitting on the floor.
I can't do crisscross applesauce anymore.
I have like distinct memories of like watching movies in my mom's room, and then she'd go to sleep, and I'm just watching like Sex in the City or like the movie Phone Booth I watched, and was like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
Colin Farrell, right?
Interesting.
yeah. I don't know why. Distinct memory.
Yeah, TJIF, man. I love it.
I love Sex in the City.
I do too.
It's a great show. If y'all are out there, arching an eyebrow at us right now, thinking, I'm a dude. I couldn't watch Sex in the City. Dude, watch Sex in the
You're
City.
gonna love it.
It's great.
It's fucking great.
Also, you love sex and cities.
And cities.
Right.
Stop denying yourself.
Just a
Watch
great
it.
cast.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Everyone in that show is fantastic.
Fantastic.
On Sunday.
Yeah, great pick, man.
Thank you, thank
And it's 3-1. Damn, time for your first
I
pick?
am. There are two that I'm like, one of these I gotta take immediately, and I'm afraid of you guys taking. But I'm gonna go with my heart. I'm gonna pick. This is almost a back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And it's Tom Hanks.
Oh, damn.
damn.
Damn it.
I mean, I can't. I'll
Yeah.
just tell you the run, but I couldn't even pick two. Sleepless in Seattle,
Yeah.
Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Apollo 13, Toy Story, That Thing You Do, Saving Private Ryan. Look
Yeah.
at the fucking career.
Damn.
I can't pick two out of
No.
that and cut the rest.
I think if I had to like be true to myself, I'd say Toy Story, That Thing You Do. But like,
I would go
Oh.
that thing Saving Private.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Philadelphia, man.
Philadelphia, Forrest Gump was an Oscar back to back.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was an Oscar
Incredible.
back-to-back. Yeah, Forrest Gump, I can't tell how it's aged. I can't, like,
Oh, really?
I think it got a little, I think it aged fine, but I think it got, like, a little overhyped.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or what we consider to be an Oscar movie just warped and changed since
yeah.
then.
I think it's
Well,
50.
I think, yeah.
Well, Zemeckis too. Like, I feel like Schmaltz
Come on,
hasn't
Bob
quite
again.
aged.
Yeah.
Like that, and like that movie is very. Like some people were like, "Oh, it's really trying to pull on your heartstrings." But I rewatched it. I had to rewatch it for work. And
Yeah.
I was like, I still love this movie.
I don't
short
mind
sweet,
having my heartstrings pulled on.
No,
No,
that's not
that's
bad.
nice.
Yeah.
You gotta remember you have them.
Me and David talked about this, where it's like those sometimes in commercials we'll like get that like cry hiccup where you're like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
if I really
Oh, yeah.
just let go, I could cry right now.
Those new LeBron commercials have
Dude.
been getting me.
I have a buddy who was at Faded last night. I don't want to say his name just in case there's like NDAs and stuff, but he like it was Barack Obama, and he showed me a commercial he wrote on his phone, and they had filmed it and everything. It's not out yet, but it fucking made me cry on the street in Fairfax.
See?
Like I didn't like openly weep, but I had like my eyes were all welled up, and I was
Right.
like, oh shit, dude, I love it.
Yeah.
You know
what,
this crying the good media. Like I feel like I just have not done that in so long. Or like
Yeah.
I'll get to the point where I'm like, the next thing will get me to fully tear up.
Oh,
and it's
man.
just, yeah.
Sometimes I'll just watch a finale of a show.
Oh,
You know, if you're like, I
Oh,
just need to
shit.
drain.
Yeah. 6 feet
Drain
under.
the
That's a
eyes.
good one for that.
You know what gets
Oh
me?
my
Which
God.
one?
6 feet under.
Oh
That's a
God,
fucking-
that's one that
fucking
really
up.
nailed. Where you're like, on paper, I'd be like, I don't know if that's gonna work.
Yeah.
And it really works.
I gotta watch 6 Feet Under. I've never
That
watched
finale
it.
is like
Or like
break you.
Cheers, anything where it was like, man, there was really like,
How come he don't want me on Fresh Prince?
Oh, man.
Then you can just look that up on YouTube.
exactly.
That'll fuck, yeah.
Just the 3
Or
minutes.
the one that's just the Fresh Prince standing in the empty house.
Oh God, that
Man.
shit. Or Martin, the last
I haven't
episode
seen
where
the last one.
he writes, I'll miss you" on the wall, and then like walks out of the apartment.
Man.
I don't know what it is, but I've always had that. Whenever I leave a place, no matter how long I've lived there, I always do the, like, you
Turn
clean
off
out the
the
room and you look one last time, like, hey,
Yeah.
it's nice being here.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
Right?
It's a good feeling.
I just got sad just thinking
Yeah.
about that.
Damn, Sean's not here to cheer us up.
Hey!
We all just start clapping.
You guys got it. You know, when you
Damn, it's
When
okay,
God-
it's okay, man.
closes a door, he opens a window, and, you know, you move to a new place, and you make new memories at that place.
All right,
Yeah.
Oh, hot sauce. Yeah, I'm back. All right, yeah.
Take Buck.
Thank Buckness,
You
dude. Buck
rendezvous.
Davis. Yeah.
You
Buck
rendezvous.
rendezvous.
Dude, Randless with the sock handless.
Sausage.
Sausage face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tori.
Corey.
Go!
The goal. Oh man, I forgot. There's the part of that movie Fear with Marky Wahlberg where he carves Nicole Forever
Yeah.
on his torso.
Oh, wow.
It just made me
Based
think
on
of
Sean
Sean.
Jordan.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, Sleepless in Seattle. Fucking Philadelphia, that'll
Yeah.
matter. Speaking of crying.
Yeah, man.
That movie, dude.
And the way it ends with the home video, it's
Yeah.
at his funeral or like the visitation,
Yeah.
and it goes to the TV that's playing his old home videos.
Oh,
Man.
Have they ever teamed up since?
Denzel and Tom
Denzel
Hanks.
and Tommy?
Oh.
I don't think so.
They gotta get
Yeah.
their band back
I
together.
bet. I
Get
bet
that magic.
Tom Hanks turned down that role in Two Guns.
Yeah.
He was gonna be the bad guy, the equalizer.
They should, though, man. That's a power. And Antonio Banderas.
Oh, yeah.
Shit!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get that whole
As the
run it
lover.
back.
I like to think that they probably went out one night.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine, like, you're in Slim Jim Minis and you turn over, it's fucking Banderas, Hanks, and Washington?
What do you even?
What do you even
Who
do?
do they bring the drink to first? When they come over with the tray, it's Banderas, Denzel, and Hanks.
Oh.
What are the drinks?
Oh, I think Banderas is getting shafted, but like there's someone just
Really?
like at the same time putting the drinks in
They're
front of Tom
trying
Hanks.
so hard.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
get 3 separate people. Like,
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
at the front
Or
out.
it's Denzel first because they're afraid, then Antonio because they're just like, oh, you know, we'll put you in between these two. And Tom
Right.
Hanks because he's so nice, he won't think anything of it.
Well, it also depends on who's serving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet Tom gets up and helps them put the drinks down.
Sure.
You know,
Maybe
yeah.
he's up at the bar bringing them back over.
Yeah.
Ooh, I
He's
can
got the
see
tab
that
open.
being the case.
Yeah.
And
Man.
Denzel does that smiling, shaking his head, my man thing.
Tom Hanks.
I can listen to
What a talent.
Denzel talk forever.
Forever.
I don't even understand what the quality of his voice is, but it's like, man, I just got a voice.
And it's the cadence. It's like the way he talks.
Yeah.
too.
Right. From the
Man.
beginning, he's like
Yeah.
always had that. Even when you see him in like when he's really young, you're
Yeah.
like, wow, you've always had
Where's
it.
he from? He's got to be from New York, right? Yeah.
Is he from New York?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Washington. No, I was like, I was like, oh,
He has a strong Washington
Yeah, he's
vibe.
from New York.
yeah, kind of like
New York.
New
Yeah.
York
okay.
over there.
Wow.
Yeah, he sounds like he would say New York.
New York.
People from New York say New York really cool.
Mel Vernon, baby.
You guys
And
see
all
that
the-
video?
like-
That's where Heavy D's from.
Yeah.
You guys see that video going around this week of an extremely New York guy petting a bodega cat?
No.
Oh, it was one of the sweetest things I've ever seen. He's
I'm
like,
into
that's
that.
a good fucking cat right there. I was like, yeah.
Oh
I
man.
loved it.
That's a good fucking cat. Look at those whiskers there. He's so soft.
He's not even scared of nothing.
Look at
That's
that.
a good fucking cat
That's a
right there.
brave cat. You need a brave cat in a time like this. You know, it's important.
Is this your Aaron Judge jersey?
Hey, Kenny, what do you think about the Mets this year, huh? You think I got a chance to bounce
Yeah,
back here?
chance.
What about this Kristaps Porzingis guy?
You gotta get the cat on the team.
What about it? You know, this cat can play point guard. You know, grand tradition of New York point guards. You know, you got Sebastian Telfair, you got Stephon Marbury, you got this cat. Those are the big three for me.
Tiny
You know,
Archibald.
I mean, if you count Earl Monroe, Tiny Archibald, I mean, those are the greats. But you know, anymore, I don't think. You know, this cat looks like, you know, that's the thing about New York cats is they got to play out in the wind. So it's more like the crossover and the jump shot. You know, this is a cat who can get to the rim.
That is what they say about it.
They're just talking to a guy at a deli who's like, "What sandwich?"
Yeah.
Or he's making sandwiches going,
Yeah.
I for sure didn't think Sebastian Telfair was going to come up on this podcast.
Oh yeah, he comes up once an episode. We always sneak him in there. He's like Superman on Seinfeld. Dude, did I ever tell you I tried to, like, one of the, you know when you put on a movie just to make out and have sex?
oh, yes.
Yeah.
I did that with Philadelphia once with a girl. We've never seen it.
I didn't know. You hadn't seen it?
I didn't
You
see
thought it was
it.
going to be like a love movie about
I think it's
Philadelphia?
about the history of Philadelphia.
I didn't know it was going to be
So you thought it was like the Boys to Men? Like,
It's a movie about cheesesteaks with Denzel and Tom Hanks. What could go wrong?
I didn't
It was a
know.
buddy comedy.
I didn't know it was gonna be quite
AIDS? About AIDS?
so sad.
Heavy.
I thought heavy. Like I was like, yeah, it's a great movie. Let's watch it, and then it'll trail off. But at one point, I was just weeping in front of her,
Man,
crying hard.
That'll set the mood.
I
You
had
can't have sex till after that movie's
We
over.
didn't have sex that night.
You can't have sex after that movie? Because then you start thinking about what happened.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I could have sex after that movie. I think I could do it.
You drive to Reno, get married after
Oh
that
man,
movie.
it's the David Bowie challenge.
I had a
dude.
situation.
Watch Philadelphia and try to have sex.
Hey guys, everyone out there, you take the David Bowie challenge and tweet at us.
I wanted to blow up, but not like this.
No!
I had a situation where a girl came over and she was like, "Oh, just put on a movie," and I was like, "Oh, just any movie?" And she's like, "Yeah, I don't care." And I think I was
she
like,
didn't want to watch a movie.
well, I was like, Silver Linings Playbook, and she was like, "Don't be a pussy." And I was like,
Whoa!
What did she say?
I know. And I was like, "Hey, I really like that movie." And she's like, "Just."
fine, Platoon, bitch.
She was like, "No," she said, "Put on it, like,
Get
just
much?
put on an action movie." And I was like, "Okay." And then I
She was trying to get some
I
action.
put on Good Morning Vietnam.
Oh, man.
She wanted to beg to an action movie? She's
That's
crazy
weird.
for Philadelphia?
She wanted to fuck the bad boys
Zach's
too.
over here having sex with hardcore Republicans?
You're like, that's a wrong Bradley Cooper. I want to see American
Put on
Sniper.
Jarhead. Why are you rooting for the other side?
You put on Hurt Locker, then I'm going to put you in a Hurt Locker.
I'm trying to have sex.
Trying to give you some
Hey,
Jarhead.
David, do you have that Jarhead DVD, man?
Hold on.
Just banging on his door.
Did you just say I'm trying to get me some Jarhead?
I said she's trying to give you some
Oh,
Jarhead.
well done. Oh, boy.
Fucking great run of movies though. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can't
Oh,
really.
yeah. You know what's an underrated one of his is Joe vs. Volcano. You ever seen
Oh, I
that?
thought you were talking, for some reason, because we were talking about Jarhead, I was like, Jake Gyllenhaal wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Play
Yeah.
the volcano.
Jake versus the Volcano.
I love it.
I haven't seen that one.
That's great. Joe Dante
He
movie.
has so few bad, like, even the bad movies he's in, he elevates.
Yeah,
like,
he
The
really
Circle,
does.
garbage movie, he's great in.
Oh yeah, he is great in The Circle.
Yeah.
He's like the Bill or
What
the
about the
Steve
Da Vinci
Jobs
Code?
type,
Yeah.
right?
Da Vinci Code, he elevates, but also Paul Bettany whipping himself elevates that movie too.
Paul
Yeah,
Bettany's
that was
great.
kind of crazy. God, I was scared of that guy.
I like
Yeah.
that movie.
It's
Yeah.
terrifying.
I like that book.
I like
Pale.
any of those like
Pale.
faux, like fake history investigation.
Yeah, I'm
movies.
into that shit.
National Treasure.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, it's just like fun to be like
Indiana
Jesus
Jones.
had a family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Jesus had kids. Your friend Craig, he's a descendant of Jesus.
Yeah.
Toscani, time for your back-to-back?
All right, my back-to-back. I'm gonna stay on the movie tip and go. I'm gonna go Kurt Russell. He did back-to-back The Thing in Escape from New York in 1981 and The Thing in 1982.
Ooh.
And I think Kurt Russell is my favorite actor.
You love
Yeah,
her,
I
right?
love Kurt
Are you
Russell.
into that new Christmas movie that they're advertising with him in it?
They have the Santa Claus. I don't.
The
You know,
Christmas
I might.
Chronicles?
Might skip that one or wait till Redbox or something.
It's on Netflix,
It's on
baby.
Netflix.
Oh, I'll wait for
he wants
Redbox.
it. He wants the disc.
I want a disc. I gotta feel it.
I want to go to Ralph's.
But
Shout
yeah,
out to Kansas.
I love and both John Carpenter films. He's like one of my favorite directors. Yeah, both of those movies, man, were just like those were movies that me and my dad would rewatch over and over and over again.
I just saw The Thing for the first time. What a fucking movie. It's
Yeah.
so good. Yeah.
King David.
I'm so
It
well.
really does.
Escape from New York scared the hell out of me as a kid.
Yeah,
Is Escape from LA the
Second one.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
second one.
Yeah.
Not as great.
Not as great.
That's what I hear. I
Very
haven't seen
dated.
either one.
Yeah.
Well, that was
it's
the
just
thing.
the special effects were bad.
Right. What's the thing with like Carpenter or like there's that or art really in general is sometimes the limitations are really what make you creative.
Yeah.
But then
Like
when
Star
you start
Wars.
to have like
Avatar.
CGI is possible CGI or whatever, he like really kind of lost the thread on like what made those movies really fucking cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, those practical effects are amazing. In The Thing,
Yeah.
there's
Man.
like fucking like half
Coming out of the
alien-
dog and
Oh
stuff.
my
So,
god!
yeah.
And the scene where they're all testing the blood,
gonna say.
it's just the best. You're
One
just
of the
like
best scenes.
sitting in that scene, and you're like, that would be so terrifying because you're like, one of you is the thing.
I watched
Yeah.
that movie, I think, for the first time last year, and I remember, every time I watch like an old movie that people rave about, I was just like, so many people have adapted this that I probably won't affect me the same way.
Right.
But I watched it and was like, fucking glued to my seat the entire time. It's
Yes.
great.
Did they try to remake it?
They
did,
did
they
a
did.
prequel.
Oh, prequel.
Because in the beginning of the thing is like, oh, it came from the Norway, the
Oh, the
Norway
Norway
station.
station, yeah.
So the prequel was what happened in that
Apparently the
station.
prequel's not awful.
Oh,
It's
no.
not
It's
a
not,
thing.
yeah, it's not bad.
Also, how crazy it opens like that, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Him shooting at that dog and like on the helicopter and like.
And also, the thing is kind of a remake.
Oh yeah,
Is it?
yeah. It's I can't. I think it was the thing from another planet
Yes,
or something
yeah,
like
it's
that.
a 50s movie.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
and if you watch Halloween, the John Carpenter one, they are watching the thing from another planet.
Yes,
Which
I
is
just
a
saw
thing that
that
he
for the
does in his
first time.
movies. They'll show them watching a movie, and it's like a movie that he grew up like loving,
Damn.
which is cool. But
Awesome.
yeah, Kurt Russell, man, he's the
Kurt
best.
Russell did.
Loves baseball.
I still haven't seen
Listen.
Escape from New York.
Dude,
I
it's
gotta watch
It's
it.
man.
fun.
I love Kurt Russell.
It's Kurt Russell doing like Clint Eastwood basically.
Really?
Yeah, it's really fun, man. That movie. I like I said, I was so scared of that movie.
We might have to have a Kurt Russell day.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm down.
Yeah.
Wrestle it up.
Last name Walt Disney wrote down before he died.
Oh
It was
yeah,
that
that's
thing.
right.
It's a weird thing.
Oh.
Did anyone ever like hazard a guess as to what that meant?
Well, he was a Disney star at the time, so he was
I
in
think-
movies. So maybe he was thinking of like a new idea or something.
What if it's like, this is who killed me?
Yeah, exactly. It was the boy with the computer for shoes or whatever. The
Tennis shoes?
yeah.
The computer for shoes.
Those early Disney titles. were
Shit.
good.
Oh, I also forgot to mention I had the Philadelphia Forrest Gump back to back on my
Yeah.
list. All right, time for my first pick, back to back, and I am going to go from my beautiful dark twisted fantasy, Devil in a New Dress into Runway.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe the best Rick Ross appearance on
I
any.
love Rick Ross on Devil in a New Dress.
The
Yeah.
whole.
When he comes in, it's sixth gear.
He's so deep into that song.
Yeah.
When he rides, when you listen to him like really loud, and it's just like his kind of beat, the right kind of beat.
Yeah.
He is like impressive.
Dude,
yeah.
he is such a strong seasoning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like-
for sure. It's a bouillon cube in the middle of the
Yeah,
track.
you like he's. I'm not a big fan of a lot of like just Rick Ross songs.
No,
Right.
because
Because
he's,
he's
a
got-
feature guy.
Yeah, but like on
Oh, you're like Purple Lamborghini?
I love Purple Lamborghini. No, I know. Is that the one from the Suicide Squad?
Sure
soundtrack?
is.
Yep. Yeah. When he just pops, but like when he pops up on that song, it's so deep.
Yeah.
Something about him and Kanye's production. I think Kanye knows how to get like
I think he knows how to get the best out
because
of
him
it.
on
Yeah.
Monster too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Oh, man.
when I walked into Faded last night, they were playing that. Right when I stepped in, it was like fat motherfucker. Now look who's in trouble, and I was like,
That's the best.
me, bro.
I love it when shit like that happens.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's so great walking into like a good line.
It's the fucking best. It's like,
That'll
like if
set
that
your
happened
night
in a
up.
movie.
Absolutely.
That'll set your night
The
up.
whole lineup,
Yeah,
yeah.
because now you're that guy.
Yeah.
I think that line is so like the bitch, I'm a monster, no good bloodsucker, fat motherfucker. Now look, it's just so weirdly like not self-deprecating, but it's just like he's down. It's like I'm a monster, no good,
Yeah.
a fat motherfucker. It's like okay, are we starting off this way?
Yeah.
That's the way, like, it fucking, like, rap is so important to me because there's a lot of confident fat dudes, man.
Yeah.
Heartthrob never, fat, black, and ugly as ever.
Yes.
That's like, but he was so handsome because he was so ugly.
Right.
Cute face, chubby waist.
Yeah.
It's in shape.
John Candy was never like,
Right.
You
God
never
bless
thought
him.
he was getting girls.
No.
Rick Ross had his shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Pears. But all of yeah, and dude, Biggie was all like flossed up in the fucking like Coogee sweaters and the Gucci and all that
Never
stuff,
thought
man.
about that.
By the way, keep your eyes open for some Coogee, fellas.
Look out for
Or
Coogee.
fellas and ladies, just remember this name. Remember Coogee.
Look out for Coogee.
Okay.
But yeah, that production on Devil in a New Dress, like that, like guitar and that
It's-
whatever that sample is in
It's
the
like
background.
beautiful. It is like that's a really good. That's a really good.
Yeah,
I'm so worthy you see me.
it's so
Oh,
it's
man.
so worthy of the same ballroom. So lush.
Is that where the Hard to Be Humble when you're starting on Jumbotron line is in that album?
Yeah,
Fucking
The LeBron
so
rhyme.
many. Oh, the LeBron rhyme.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's a Hall of Fame fucking.
it's so
Yeah.
good.
Man.
Hood Phenomenon. It's what
Hood
it's like.
phenomenon. The LeBron rhyme. Hard to be humble when you're stunting on a Jumbotron.
Oh,
Man,
Bones.
it's so good.
It's so good.
It's so fucking good. And then just like and then like Rick shit from there, and then he's
Yeah.
into his verse. It's really fucking
May
good.
the gods be with
It's
us,
like
may
even
the Lord
without
forgive
Rick
us.
Ross, you'd be like, "Wow, that was a really great song."
Yeah.
And then with that, you're like, "What is
Yeah,
happening?
exactly.
I'm pulling over the car."
That's every song on that album though. You're just like, this is pretty good.
That's
and
a-
someone else comes in, you're like, what the fuck?
That's a song that you definitely, if you're listening to it and you're like going to walk to meet up with your friends, you're like, I'm gonna like take my time until the song's over.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
never
yeah,
one
yeah.
that you're like, oh, I'm gonna pause it. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
want to jump right back in. I want to the whole thing.
Kind of song where, like, you sit in the car until it's done.
Yes.
It samples "Will You Love Me Tomorrow" by Smokey Robinson.
Ooh.
That's
Oh.
what the sample is. It was one of the ones he made in Oahu.
Oh
And
yeah.
recorded. Yeah.
808.
Put your hands to the congregation. The way you look should be a sin. You my sensation.
God, looking at my bitch, I bet she give your ass a bone. Looking at my wrist, it'll turn your ass to stone.
Ooh, damn!
Oh,
It's got a Medusa watch.
what is he? He's got one line. Anyway, yeah, dude, that fucking.
What does he say where it's like, oh, she do it, what happened to her religion? Oh, she lose it.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's
And then-
in the runway.
And then right in
And
the
then-
runway.
So then that song ends abruptly. It's like it goes out
Yeah.
like that, and it's quiet for a second, and then that first ding, ding, and I've talked about that song on here. It's maybe my favorite song of all time.
You think so?
Goosebumps.
It's fucking up there, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but that song has never fully clicked with me.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
You're a
I don't
good
know.
guy.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
It's like I love the concept of it. I love this like open and honest Kanye, and I love the production. Like the look
Yeah.
at you, look at you. I
That's
love
what
that.
I love. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
the production more than anything.
And I saw him live, and I saw him do that song, and I was like, it feels so good, but something about it, it's just like I love the production. I just don't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Although it's
I-
Pusha on that song at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Pusha verse.
Ichabod Crane with that motherfucking top
top
off. God
Man.
damn, I love that guy.
Switch and go where back to wearing knockoffs. Ha, knock it off. Neiman's shop it off. Let's talk over my ties, girl. Let's top it off.
Let's keep.
Ah.
Man,
I might listen to that on the way home, and it'll something.
That
will happen.
that video of him performing it on SNL
It's-
was
Yes.
Yeah.
something we'd rewatch I think every week.
The SNL
Absolutely.
one and the VMAs one, where because he just goes fucking hammer on the 808.
Yeah.
Because he just got it up on the pedestal and he's like plays the samples.
Yeah.
Like way longer, plays different samples that are on the album version.
that guy, man.
I feel like I tell this story a lot, but the first time I saw Kanye, it was like the My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy tour. He was in the red suit. He played Good Life. He stopped in the middle of the song, went over to the 808, and he was just like, "Yo, hear that Michael Jackson sample, right?" And he just started playing PYT. It was like pretty fucking good. He went through like half the song. He was like, "All right, let's go back into it." And he started Good Life over again. And I think about that all the time. I think that was when I was like, "He's the greatest.
He's
The greatest ever."
the greatest. He's the great. I know he's fucking off his rocker right now.
Yeah.
It's so
It's
upsetting.
such a bummer.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
kinda
will.
tough. It's tough to. He's got a big mind, is what I think.
Yeah. I'll always come back. I like realized that. I thought I was like, oh, I'm off Kanye. That sucks. You know, it's a bummer. Listen, I don't care. I just can't.
It's hard
He's
because
also,
like
man, he's lost right now. He's
Yeah.
not, like,
you root for him to come back.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
like that's
It's
what
like-
we all want him to
it's
come
like if
back.
you have a friend
always
on
root for
drugs,
him.
you're like, I still love you. I, still
didn't-
think you're
yeah.
great. You're
I
just
didn't
like, oh,
know how
yes.
pivotal it was, but like my freshman year at college, it was right after a College Dropout came out, and University of Cincinnati got him to perform. So I
gosh.
could sit on my balcony, and it was like right over the concert.
I
Pharrell
think
showed up. It
My
was
Beautiful
crazy.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy came out like when I went off to college, and that album was like just being in college and having that album as the thing that like everyone's bonding
Yes.
around. It's like, yeah, this is the most important time of our life, and this album is like a universally acclaimed thing that it's realizing that you're living in a moment
Right,
is so
yeah.
fucking incredible.
It's an
is,
album
isn't it? Yeah.
that, like, if you were hanging out alone and you're like, man, I'm just feeling sad, you listen to it, or if you're going to a house party, you're going to hear tracks
Because
from
it
it.
had things
Yeah.
for every mood.
Yes.
You have power. You fucking the way the album opens with the "Can we get much higher?"
Elton John's on that album, man.
Yeah.
It's
He is?
crazy. Yeah, he's on All the Lights.
Everybody's on all of us.
tell you about all I can say. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you not seen the video at the end where
Man.
they list everybody's on that
Rihanna's
song?
on it. Elton's on it.
The video is so like frenetic. I just don't know what
Hard
to
to
do. It's
watch.
like
Yeah.
They
the
should have made a good
void.
video for it.
Yeah, man, Rihanna's so good on that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you want it, you can get it for the rest of your life.
Something wrong.
Also,
Oh my head.
the level of beautiful that Rihanna is in that music video makes me feel like I jumped out of a plane.
Woo. Yeah.
I'm thinking
Just a
of a
moment of
different
time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, moment of silence for Rihanna.
Just for how hot she is.
Pour one out.
Nothing wrong with it. Just for how hot she is. Dude, yeah. And then Cuddy's on that too, right? Like,
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
on,
Oh,
baby.
Good old big nigga, no.
Did he do what, Justin Vernon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Cody
Vernon
Barron did
Oh,
the
he's on
guitar.
that too.
Lost in
Yeah.
the woods.
Yeah.
And Monster.
He's on Monster too.
Yeah.
Listen, we could gush about Kanye. all
Yeah,
day.
we could put in that album.
We'll draft best moments from my Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy Land.
We could. We really could.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Devil in a New Dress and a Runaway. I was at, just last thing about Runaway, I was in New York. I think it was for the Grammys last year. And I was in some, like, weird, I think it was, like, post-breakup, weird situation. It was at some point in New York, like, with other girl, and it just, like, I was drunk and, like, a little sad,
Yeah.
you know? And I was, like, walking through New York City, just listening to Runaway. That's the right place to be.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
a little sad and drunk and, like, walking, you know.
In a city
Yeah.
that you don't live in.
In a city you don't live in, and also
In the
just
city
like
that never sleeps.
with like
Yeah.
with like celebrity gout almost, you know, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Where you've just been so much glitz and glam because we've been like to the Soho House with Corden and like
Right, you just
like just
that's
all
crazy.
this shit, like and just surrounded by famous people all day, and just like I don't know, just fat off it, but also kind of disgusted by it.
Yeah, no, that's beautiful.
My
Yeah.
favorite thing to do in the world to do is walk around and just listen to music and just like feel it.
Yeah.
And doing that in New York is like I could cry. It's
It is
so great.
something about
it's the lights and how everything is so big and overwhelming.
Yes.
Like you feel insignificant in a great way where it's just like I'm just alone right now on the street.
Right.
Walking around at night,
Yeah.
fucking it's the perfect thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The anonymity that city gives you, it's
I love
so
it.
great.
A little sprinkling of rain.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Those fucking steaming sewers. Man,
Yeah.
the hot dog. I'm just describing New York now.
Yeah,
hot
Times
dog.
Square.
The Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty.
Financial bros.
Describing a cat.
So my next one, I'm gonna go my man Larry David's Seinfeld to Curb Your Enthusiasm back to back.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of my favorite shows ever. I
They're
thought,
great.
Yeah, Seinfeld to me is like it's the most beautiful show of all time. Those storylines, just from I know
Oh.
I've talked about it a bunch, but just the way a fucking A, B, and C storyline will all wrap up at the end perfectly,
Yes.
It's writing. Yeah.
effortlessly, and fucking hilariously the whole time.
Show's
It's
still
amazing.
funny.
I
I mean,
was-
what can you like? Not a lot of TV shows are still funny.
Right. Well,
That show's
I was
still
like watching, or I was over at friend of the podcast, Dave Ross and Chris Charpentier's apartment,
Sure.
and we were going through we'll watch Seinfeld, and we were just going through every season, and we were like, we all remembered all the plots
Yeah.
to every episode, and I'm like, there's no other show that I have
Yeah.
that with.
No,
I have it with the Fresh Prince, but other than that,
Oh yeah. Same.
I might have it with Curb. Curb might be the
Yeah.
only other one for me. So
Curb?
that's the other dude.
Curb, the first time I ever saw it blew my doors off because I didn't know about Larry David.
Yeah,
and my
yeah.
stepdad was watching it. And it's just Curb's like the funniest to me.
Right.
I fucking love him.
It's almost wish fulfillment. Like, I wish I could be that kind of a person.
Yeah,
right.
You have that much money where you're like, I don't like this, and I'm going to tell you about it.
There's so many
I do
moments.
some of that stuff in my life. It is fun.
Someone did a poll once asking like people, do you laugh at Curb because it's ridiculous or because it's relatable? And it was 50-50.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I I laugh because his name is Marty Funkhauser.
That's
yeah.
funny
Marty Funk.
I also,
He's got that voice.
I'm a fucking sucker for any time that a celebrity shows up in Curb playing themselves.
Yeah.
Like Ted
Oh, yeah.
Danson and Mary Steenburgen
Oh,
playing themselves.
yeah.
It's like
Oh,
fucking,
Ted Danson's great.
Yeah.
Christian Slater as himself.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah.
David
all of them,
Schwimmer?
Jake Fox
Dude,
stuff.
I'm not even a big David Schwimmer guy,
No,
but when you
no,
hear it
it's
as
great.
David Schwimmer, I was like, I like this.
Yeah. Because they always play kind
Michael
of
J.
dickheads.
Fox?
JB Smooth is great at it.
Michael
Man,
J.
he
Fox.
doesn't play
JB Smoove
himself, but he's so good.
Oh.
That scene where they
Gotta get in their ass,
switch
Larry.
phones and Tim Meadows calls JB Smooth thinking it's Larry.
Yeah.
And he says, like, Barack Obama that ass.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in anything.
It's such a little throwaway line. That's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is when like he's just talking to Jeff, and Susie Essman walks in wearing this like camouflage jumpsuit because she always dresses
Yeah,
so ridiculous. She walks in and he's like, "Oh, good afternoon, General Petraeus." And I'm just, it fucking kills me. It's just the way he says it with so much because he loves tweaking her so
Yes,
much.
yeah.
And the joy in him that he's like he realizes the gift.
More than like most shows, when it's like a scene with two characters, you really feel like, oh, I know these people and
Yeah.
I know this dynamic. Like when it's Jeff and Larry,
Oh, yeah.
you're like, oh, it's gonna be them like bullshitting and being friendly and stuff.
Yeah.
And then when it's Richard, it's like conflict, you know.
Right, he does have these like very clear relationships with
Right.
people.
Yeah.
And then you see the scenes where everyone's together and it's all just like a pot
It's
of stew.
so much energy. And his energy with people, like him and Leon, is such a funny, like...
It's
Yes.
great. He's so delighted. They're so delighted by each other.
Like, what was that where he was like... Leon's like, how am I gonna fuck bitches? Him and Leon is such a funny, like...
It's
Yes.
great. He's so delighted. They're so delighted by each other.
Like, what was that where he was like... Leon's like, how am I gonna fuck bitches in a twin bed?
Yeah.
And he's like, you been fucking in my room? And you're like, what is going on? Who are these guys? Oh, man.
The thing you were saying about how like all of those characters, like when they all come together, is one of the reasons that the season finale where they are dealing with the chef that has
Yes, I was
Tourette's,
just thinking
and
that.
everyone just starts fucking swearing,
Yes.
is one of my favorite moments on television.
Boy cunt, girl cunt,
It is like, this is I Am Spartacus moment.
And they just zoom in on Larry looking so satisfied.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, beautiful minute of television.
Yeah,
And
man.
also like, yeah, just the thing that was,
Boy, cop,
they thought he
girl,
was,
cop.
they thought the chef was a Holocaust survivor because he had numbers written on his arm,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then he just like washed it off.
Oh my
I
god.
conflated the two because the other, it's boy cock, girl cock, yeah. But the other one is, fuck you, you car wash cunt. You know that one? So good. All these awful people. He's so good at writing terrible people.
Yeah.
Not even terrible, but just like real people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
These,
Truly
like,
flawed
glossy,
people.
yeah. Not these fucking
The
glossy.
flaws are on display.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you love them anyway.
I never
Anyway,
finished that last season, but now I have to.
it's good.
The
It's still it's
Seinfeld
not as
reunion?
good, but it's good.
Seinfeld reunion season.
That one's
That was
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
When Marty Funkhauser is telling Jerry Seinfeld that joke,
Ha! 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 That shit! Oh my god, it makes me want to poop my pants. That was so... What was the punchline? You left your coat in the sink.
by the way, your cunt is in the sink.
And it's like in the most inappropriate...
And the way the setup is so, he just taken a young wife and he loves, and she's like, my dearest love, I love you so much, blah, 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 blah. P.S. your cunt is in the sink. And like, I heard about that scene and apparently they wouldn't, he's like, he's not going to tell Jerry the joke beforehand, so it's Jerry's actual first time hearing the joke.
That's so
So his reaction is real.
Because that's one of my favorite moments is like, I love it when somebody tells a joke where they totally didn't read the tone of what's going on.
Totally, yeah.
It's just, it's like to see that captured on TV is
Fold
like,
him in half a little bit. It's
Also,
fucking perfect.
The like Michael Richards subplot of that entire season
Oh
of him
my
like
God.
trying to bounce back. I genuinely was like, this is a brilliant way to address and bounce back from a controversy like this.
Yeah.
To the point that when it was all over, I was like, man, what he did wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's like, it was, but I was like, just
Then
convinced
you-
me so much.
yeah.
Then you played the clip again.
Yeah, like,
Oh yeah.
Toscani, time for your second pick?
Okay, second pick. This is gonna be, I'm going with David's ethos. You gotta go with you.
You got
You know?
it.
I'm gonna pick the back-to-back of the French Open and Wimbledon.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
That is a Toscani pick.
Wow.
Toscani
yeah,
pick.
very Toscani pick.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it before. I love tennis. And those two tournaments, because of how far away they are, one's in France, one's in England, and they're just, one is red clay, one is grass. I have to wake up early to watch the matches. Like, that's fun to have a reason to wake up at like 5 a.m. on a Sunday.
Watching sports at weird times is fun.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's the best thing about Thanksgiving with the family.
It is great.
Just having to wake up early and like stay in your pajamas.
I do like that.
Yeah.
And there's always like the one family member like, oh, we're just going to watch sports all night. And you're like, come on.
Yes.
You're in Tuscany.
We've done this every year.
Flip through a book.
Right.
It's just on in the background.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. That's why, that holiday sports are great for that.
Yeah.
Christmas, like NBA Christmas,
Oh,
just put it on
man.
the background. If you're distracted by it, stop watching. Turn your back to it.
I love...
Tad. Just saying weird names.
Yeah, somebody out there's got an Uncle Tad.
Yeah.
we all
Use hashtag, whatever it was we were saying earlier.
Candace.
Poppin' dogs for Candace.
Poppin' dogs for Candace if you got an Uncle Tad. I've been in London during Wimbledon. It's fucking tight, man.
Man.
I want to go.
I want to go so bad. Those are two on my, like, however I can finagle whatever happens in the entertainment industry. I want to be like...
Did you drop a second N in finagle?
Finagle.
Finagle.
Did you say finagle?
Finagle.
Is that how you say finagle?
Oh.
Yeah.
I fulfilled the Sean Jordan role.
Well, not really. That's not about a caution the wind situation.
Right.
Oh,
We were watching a movie where they say it, and he goes, "See, you don't hear it. You don't hear it." She said, "Caution the wind." I'm like, "You don't understand the problem here. You're hearing it weird."
A finagle is the angle that a dolphin's fin is at.
Finagle.
Exactly.
Finagle. It's a finagle.
Finagle.
Anyway, I
I
didn't
always
mean
just
to
think
interrupt
of
you. You'll finagle your way
Jerry
around.
Lewis saying,
Oh, no. Roland Garros.
Oh shit!
Is it Roland Garros or is it Roland Garros?
Garros of the Roland.
Kelly Rowland, Roland Garros.
But yeah, and I just like both of those tournaments are kind of elegant because they're European and old, and like they'll pan to the crowd, and it's like you're just like wealthy Europeans. You're like, I don't even know who this guy is.
Yeah.
But they have crazy mustaches.
They made their money by like inventing wood and shit like that. Yeah.
And when I'm at work,
Old money.
I'll
Old
listen.
European money.
At work, I'll listen to, like, when I can't watch it, I'll just listen to the radio, and I'll listen to it in French.
Oh,
or
wow.
with Wimbledon, it's English, but like British commentators or like South Africans, and you're like, man, this is just like, it makes the day go by faster, and it's, I don't know, it's something that I almost completely celebrate alone. I tried to throw a Wimbledon party last year, and I ended up eating like $70 of like bangers and mash and strawberries and cream because no one showed up.
Wait. Did you invite people, or were you just
Yeah. But you know what it was?
Oh, well, okay, yeah. But
I'm
it's so
inviting
early.
people on a Saturday night and being like, yeah, so just come over 5 o'clock a.m.
Oh,
Yeah.
The night,
I was out of town.
yeah, the
I
night
would've probably
before,
gotten
people
up
were
for it.
like, yeah, of course, and then like,
All the people that would show up is people who were like still partying.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, you don't want them at
On Molly still.
No.
Give me some of those bangers.
You're gonna be touching each other like David wanted.
Come on, man, that's not what I wanted.
What did you want then?
I wanted appropriate child touching. All right, guys, whose pick is next?
It's Demis. Demis,
It's
have your
Demis.
second pick.
Is that all? Is it my turn?
Yep.
All right. I'm so glad that I got this one, because I'm gonna go with Michael Jackson back-to-back Thriller and Bad.
Damn.
Man.
That's
1982 he drops Thriller. 1987 he drops Bad. The world was never the same.
No, it really wasn't.
No.
I mean, what's
George
a bad
H.W.
song?
Bush was elected the next year.
Yeah.
Because we're all distracted.
Yeah.
We're all trying to do the
We
moonwalk.
listened-
Yeah, and walk past us.
The moonwalk really knocked us off our pivot as a
Yeah.
country.
Never again. It's
You hear that, Stanky Leg?
Yeah, like these TSA posters not on my watch. It's just like a moonwalk with a no sign over it.
No, Thriller, there's not a bad song on it.
There is
No.
not. I was literally I was on the Wikipedia page, like, there's got to be something bad I can say
No,
about either of these albums. No.
There's nothing bad.
Unimpeachable. Greatest.
Even the songs people don't talk about on Thriller.
Human Nature.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And they say, why? I love that song. I forgot about how much I love that song.
It's also, it's like a tight 8 songs. So,
Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or sorry,
Or
9 songs.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. The only one on here that's like, oh, what could you say? But it's like The Lady in My Life. I couldn't even tell you what that song sounds like, honestly.
Right.
But,
Me neither, but so what?
so what?
It's fucking so many. It's great. Wanna Be Starting Something. Baby Be Mine. The Girl Is Mine.
The dark girl is mine.
Thriller. Beat It. Billie Jean,
Man.
Human Nature, PYT.
He could have released this one album and
Holy
retired,
shit,
and he
man.
would have been
He
still
could've
just as
built
famous.
a bad album around each one of those songs. It would have been amazing.
Thriller Side 2, Beat It, Billie Jean, Human Nature, PYT, and then The Lady of My Life, but in a row like that? What the fuck,
It's
man?
crazy.
Fuck you, Michael Jackson.
It's
That's fucking
crazy.
Truly insane.
Quincy Jones sprinkling it all over that thing, too?
Quincy Jones, man. God
Damn.
bless him. But also bad. Come on.
Yes. Bad. The Way You Make Me Feel. Speed Demon. Liberian Girl. Just Good Friends. Another Part of Me. Man in the Mirror. I Just Can't Stop Loving You. Dirty Diana.
Favorite
Smooth
Michael
Criminal.
Jackson song.
Dirty Diana?
Yeah.
Woo. It's a good
Really?
pick.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I have a soft spot for Smooth Criminal because I only knew the Alien Ant Farm version once
Oh,
upon a
yeah.
time, and then I heard this one, and something inside me just went, I was like, I've made a mistake. Wondering that I had not known the right one.
You only see. I grew up. I had Moonwalker. I had the tape. So I used to watch that Smooth Criminal part in the bar.
Yeah.
Over and over.
Incredible video.
And by the way, didn't know the words to that song for years. Yeah, I didn't know any of the words.
Yeah.
I would
didn't
just
either.
sing like the tone. I
Yeah.
didn't know what that song was about for years.
Just a
I
mood.
didn't either, and I only knew the Alien Ant Farm version, so I'm just fucking like, oh, it's such a good rock song where they're like, at the end. I'm like,
That's cool. That's a cool rock
Right.
band.
And then I see the video and I see Michael Jackson doing that fucking like lean. I'm just like trying to do the lean.
Oh,
I hurt
the
myself
lean.
so many times trying to do
Shin
that lean.
splints and an afford Achilles
And
tendon.
just that white suit,
Oh,
and the hat, and the way he like pushes the hat forward from the back. Oh man, that
Epitome of cool.
the way you make me feel is, I don't know what my favorite Michael Jackson song is, but that one
it's hard.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even mean to bring that up. Oh, no.
I couldn't
Oh
pick a
man,
favorite.
Billie Jean might be mine.
Really?
Or Beat It, just because
They're
that
all so
that
good.
guitar solo is.
He was at the same time the best rock, pop, and like R&B singer.
Yes.
You know,
It's
just like
insane.
he did, probably because he was black, didn't get any credit for being like an amazing rock and roll singer, but he fucking was, man.
No, he didn't get any credit.
Yeah, Smooth Criminal is kind of a rock song.
Beat It
Yeah.
is one of the greatest
Beat
rock
It.
and roll songs of all time.
Yeah.
That fucking, if he wasn't singing on it, we'd all say that's a rock song. That,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, by the way, like made the music video. The reason
Yeah.
reason the music video is what it is.
Absolutely.
Like took it to because they wouldn't play him.
Yeah,
Took it to-
that's what we were watching on the
Yeah.
CNN the '80s, right?
Yeah, they wouldn't play him, so he was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna make fucking
I'm gonna get
Thriller
like-
for
Yeah.
$1 million.
I'm gonna get
You're not
Jonathan Landis to direct
yeah,
this
you're not
music
gonna play
video.
it. You're not
Yeah.
gonna play it. This incredible piece of art. I
How
just
many
made.
people have music videos that are arguably as famous as the song itself, and
Yeah.
arguably like have one of the most iconic like outfits in it, like
Oh,
just in the
man.
video?
He
It's
really did
crazy.
hit it 3 times on that same.
Yeah.
Also, Bad. Have you seen the Bad video?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mini movie
Oh, yeah.
with Wesley Snipes. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing. Oh my God.
Snipes, dude. Speaking of Wesley Snipes, David, it's time for your second and third picks.
Oh, that was the sweetest thing anybody's ever said.
Hey, pay your taxes.
Let me just remember. Okay, my second pick. Once again, because I'm going 3-peats.
Yep.
Howell and Elvira Wayans, because they knocked out Keenan, Damon, and Kim. 3-run.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I gotta give it to you. I gotta give it to you.
Wild.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Howell and
That's-
Elvira?
Howell and Elvira Wayans.
When you started
Whoa.
saying that, I was like, I don't know what the fuck we're
I
gonna
thought there were like 2 more movies. You're like Howell,
Howell
and
by Allen
Elvira.
Ginsberg? Or no, who's Howell by?
Elvira 2.
He just keeps talking. We're like, okay.
I mean, no
What is-
said about it, but like, yeah, they were.
They're responsible for the
I
ratings.
also, by the way, think Kim is as funny
That's
as
hilarious.
Keenan and Damon. Kim was my favorite on In Living Color.
So they went Keenan, Kim, and then Damon?
No, Keenan, Damon, then Kim.
Keenan, Damon, then Kim?
And then there's like 4 before Sean and Marlon.
Wow, really?
There's a bunch more, and then
Wow.
Sean and Marlon. Sean and Marlon are the last 2.
Oh, Marlon's like the youngest.
Yeah, I think so. I was on
That's
that.
where
list.
they're
Sean
Okay, we
Wayans,
should
Marlon
stop.
Wayans. Damn, dude.
That
Yeah.
tracks.
But like, yeah, I mean, come on. You had those 3 kids. Boom Boom Boom.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
I will say, I confuse Damon Wayans and Damon Wayans Jr. all the time, so I'm just, like, terrified to say, like, yeah, they got this, and I'll be like, no, that's Damon Wayans Jr.
I would love it if Damon Wayans was on.
Was on Happy Together?
Love Damon Wayans on New Girl. Oh, wait, he actually was on New Girl, because he played
Damon Wayans in
Damon
that
Wayans
movie.
Jr.'s dad.
Oh, did he? Oh, perfect.
Damon Wayans in that movie. Someone married Barry.
Wait, Damon Wayans was in Bulletproof, right?
Yeah, that was him and Adam
Yo, I
Sandler.
fucking loved Bulletproof.
Yes?
Yes.
What an interesting pick.
Yeah.
I
Last
love
Boy
Solo
Scout.
Pride, so I get it.
Last Boy
And I
Scout.
love- And I loved the Great
That's
White
White
Hope.
Scout. Oof. Man. Yeah, fucking, wow.
But yeah, so they had those three back to back. I think that's incredible. And then my next pick, as it is back to back to back, Jamie Foxx, because, and this is the run,
Okay.
Collateral,
Yeah.
Ray, Payment on a Dime, the album Unpredictable.
Whoa!
He can do anything.
That really can do anything.
He can do. Can you imagine? Collateral was huge.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
only
it
thing
was.
bigger was Ray, and then he was like, "Let me take it to the club." Blame it on the alcohol. You didn't listen to that song in college. Unpredictable. The whole Jamie Foxx is incredible.
The Jamie Foxx that made Unpredictable is the opposite of the Jamie Foxx in Collateral, too.
Yeah.
It's so crazy that he could be both people.
He's everybody.
He's
Yeah.
like, I heard a story about him too. A writer was telling me when he did SNL, he was trash the whole week.
Really?
Like just trash. They said he just wasn't. He just everything he did was just like not very good.
Yeah.
And then when he went on, he just turned it on and it was
Oh,
incredible.
it's game time.
So he's like, he's that kind of.
Don't
guy.
worry about him in practice.
I
Oh
did.
yeah. What are you talking about? He's just incredibly talented.
I did a radio show with Jamie Foxx once. It was Ezra Koenig's Time Crisis show
Oh, yeah.
on Apple or Beats One or whatever. And I didn't know he was going to show up until I got there. And then when he did show up, he was on the phone the entire time outside. And we were just like, oh, I guess he's just going to pop in, do whatever, and leave. He was the nicest, most cordial, had the best stories.
Good.
He talked about being on Amazing Spider-Man 2 and just being like, Andrew Garfield was taking it way too seriously and just talking about like his process. And he was like, look, man, I'm painted blue. Like, it's just a movie. We're just going to have fun and get out of here.
Yeah.
He, like, I told him I was from Texas. He asked me so many questions about growing up in
He's from
Texas.
Is he from
Exactly.
Texas, right?
Yeah.
He asked me about doing debate and, like, just, like, talk to me like a person. I've never felt so, like...
No, Jamie Foxx is about as good as we could do as people.
We
I
shot
love
one thing with Jamie Foxx on the Late Late Show, and he sent, like, he has a sunglasses company that's either his or he's invested in, and he sent a big box of sunglasses over for the staff. It was amazing.
classic.
He didn't have to do that.
He's in like he is like that. We should put him in space and shoot him tomorrow. So,
Yeah.
so people know we did that.
He's the gold record.
Yeah,
that we
it's
sent
like-
into space.
The
It's-
aliens
he's
open the thing is just a
incredible.
photo
Like-
of Jamie Foxx.
And it's just like, and that's already he had already been a stand-up comedian. He's so funny. I watched YouTube him talking about Terrence Howard being in character for Ray,
Ugh.
and like they went to the club and Terrence Howard was wearing like dressed like it was the old times, and he was like,
Yeah.
I don't know why these girls ain't talking to me, man. And it was like Terrence Howard impression. He's just so good at everything.
Terrence
Yeah.
Howard is...
But that run too was just like
Oh,
where you're
yeah.
like Jimmy Fox is like that was his icon run.
Well,
Yeah.
he can be leading man and he can do the supporting stuff. Like him and Ali is great, where he's the
And Ali is
trainer.
Great.
He is
like
amazing
Danny
in
Brown.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like shaves his, he's got
Yeah.
like a bald spot,
Yeah, he's
right?
got a monkey's butt.
Dude,
Yeah.
he's great.
He's been, like, directing a movie, too, for the past, like, 2 years that's supposed to come out
he
soon.
really?
It's called All-Star Weekend.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go see that.
I think it's about two friends who tried to get to All-Star Weekend.
Oh, I
don't
love
know.
it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I want to see it so bad.
I do
too.
He's man, that guy is like. But I feel like that run, and specifically for me, was like that was him like because he was always shooting up. That was like
Right.
He kicked it because I feel like for years he was kind of like maybe niche. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I don't think like it was like In Living Color is great, but I don't know. Well, everybody watched that, but like. His movies hadn't really. I think Booty Call is a classic, but I don't know if everybody feels that way.
Yeah.
If you go back, no, Booty Call's hilarious. Though. If you go back and watch it.
No, but no, I'm saying it didn't hit for everybody.
Yeah, the Jimmy Kimmel
yeah.
show didn't hit for everybody. So it's like you always knew he was this guy, and it was just like Collateral with
Bam.
Tom Hanks, fucking Ray, and then Andy can sing.
I
like
always
just put
forget
his foot on their neck.
how good of a musician he is. Like, when that Chance song came out where he sampled the fuck you, fuck, I went back and watched that clip, and he's playing the piano for the entire thing. I was just like, wait, are you like classically trained? He's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can play piano too.
He won an Oscar for Ray, and then did Unpredictable. Like,
Yeah.
just a fuck. That is a good back to back.
Yeah, it's like he's the guy's just, and he can do stand up. The guy's so talented. But those three were really like, whoa,
Oh yeah.
what an icon move.
I rewatched Collateral recently, and it's like so much of that movie hinges on him and not really Tom Cruise. Like Tom Cruise gets to be like a cool hitman who's like
Yeah.
old. It's all Jamie Foxx and how he's like
Absolutely.
how he's like managing to like, okay, what am I going to try to do now?
And it's like, it's a movie where everyone involved is smart and doing like the right thing, which is why it's so fascinating.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking Jamie Foxx.
Yo, I heard he can
Fox.
juggle.
Yeah, I heard he could juggle. I heard he could make a delicious peanut butter sandwich.
No way.
Yeah. Like you're like, how come this is better than every other peanut butter sandwich? And he's like, cinnamon.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
He is a cinnamon sandwich
Yeah.
motherfucker. For sure. Cinnamon sandwich from way back.
Danny, time for your third pick.
My third pick is a little unconventional, but I'm
A
taking
little unpredictable.
a little unpredictable. It's an event that happened where Sandra Bullock got a Razzie for the movie All About Steve, showed up to accept it, and the very next day got the Oscar for The Blind Side.
Wow.
Oh, she showed up.
She showed up to accept an award for being in the worst movie, and the next day woke
next
up
day.
and got a fucking
Wow.
Oscar.
What a queen.
Imagine feeling how powerful she must have felt.
That is great.
No one goes
Absolutely.
to the Razzies.
Well,
right?
like not
I mean,
really, but it's like it's a thing that no one shows up to,
Right.
Yeah.
for sure, because there's just to insult you. But
Right.
like, she showed up, she had DVDs of All About Steve for everyone in the audience. She just like fucking took it in stride.
She's fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
she's so
I
cool.
love Sandra
I
Bullock.
love her
Also,
too.
maybe one of my all-time celebrity crushes.
She's
Sandra
Oh,
Bullock?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's quality. That's
Probably
a
the
quality
top.
crush.
Maybe number one.
That's a
Yeah.
quality crush.
Yeah.
She's one of those people where if you go back and watch her older movies, if you haven't seen them, it's like her performance holds up.
Oh yeah, Speed.
Oh,
She's amazing.
she's
in Speed.
incredible in
Wildcat.
Speed.
I love her in
I
Demolition
love the
Man.
net.
Oh, the first scene where she's ordering her pizza in the net is
Yes.
incredible. I love it.
fucking
Fucking God, what's the damn? While you were sleeping.
While you're sleeping.
Shit,
Oh
shit,
yeah.
Shit, I forgot about While You Were
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Sandra Bullock.
That's rom-com gold.
Oh,
Yes.
she's great. I watched Ocean's 8 on a flight recently.
She's so good in Ocean's
She's so
8.
captivating and
I think she's the
charismatic.
best part of that movie.
Yeah, I think. Well, James Corden is the best part of that movie.
I'm glad you said that before I said Anne Hathaway. Yes, James Corden. Who I love her.
I love
And Sandra Bullock. Yeah.
I love Sandy B.
What was the her and
Hathaway
George
is
Clooney in
good.
space?
Oh, Gravity?
Gravity.
Yeah,
She was
outstanding
great in
Gravity.
that.
She's great in The Blind Side, the one she won the Oscar
Yeah.
for.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying to think of like what's a performance where I'm like, she wasn't. I mean, I didn't see All About Steve. I guess that, but
You know, she was probably charming in it.
yeah, I'm sure.
You know?
I didn't watch the Miss Congeniality, but I heard they're great.
Oh, she's great in Miss Congeniality.
Oh, she's awesome. Those
She's
are good.
great.
They're
Miss
fun. They're
Congeniality.
like camp. They're not a camp. They're fun though.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, she's one of those people where I hear everything. Like, I think Chelsea Handler hung out with her a bunch. And everything you hear secondhand is she's fucking awesome and fun and just like a great person.
I would kill to be on the set of Ocean's 8. Because everyone on that movie was just
Yeah.
like, you're cool, you're fucking cool.
Everyone's so
you're
cool.
They
Every
probably
single
all
person.
went out one night.
I would.
Who
oh
do you
my
bring
God.
the drink to
It'd be,
first?
it'd be a place where you're like, if you
I
have a
would bring
panic
the drink
attack,
to Rihanna.
Rihanna gets that drink first.
You what?
if you had like a panic, like if you walked in a room and you're like, there's Anne Hathaway, you have a panic attack, and then you go to a different room and you're like, oh shit, there's Sandra Bullock. You
Kate
just
Blanchett?
no one to
Kate
hide.
Blanchett?
She's
I'd run
talking to
out.
me.
Oh god.
It's like who was like your fantasy where it's like, okay, it's just this person. Like,
Aquafina, I guess.
Aquafina, I guess.
It's the key grip, thank God.
The key grip was Matt Damon.
Oh no!
Well, that's fine.
Oh man, yeah, that's a great.
I would
that's
probably
so
just nest
dope.
on my head in James Corden's comforting bosom.
Oh yeah.
We're having a panic attack there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. It's Gucci clad bosom.
He smells good. He's wearing a Gucci sweater.
What's his smell like?
Fantastic.
England.
He smells like England.
You'll know
Man,
when you smell it.
He's a candleman as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which I respect.
He's a big time candleman, and I've gotten a little game from him, which I now employ myself from Aesop. Just their deodorant spray. It's called deodorant, which I know it doesn't sound like much. It smells amazing.
You have a great sense palette.
Thank you.
you do have
Like
a great
everything that
sense.
you have, like when you come out, you're like, here, just smell this. I'll
Yeah.
spray it in there. I'm always like, man, that smells fucking amazing.
I'm so into smells. So into them.
It's a 3D experience.
Oh yeah. The incredible 3D experience. What a fucking move from Sandra B.
Yeah.
Toscanini, time for your third pick.
Third pick, I'm gonna go with when you bought something new on the weekend and then you went to school the next day.
Oh,
man.
yes. Oh,
The new shoes, the new jacket.
The
never
day
felt
before the
jersey.
first day of school.
Man.
Oh man, just like in the mirror, like I am gonna be killing them
Yes.
in 4th grade.
It's like
Tweety, Buzz, me.
all playing basketball.
I've had that at work too. Like I buy a jacket, and the very next day I walk in just in that jacket, just like I hate that I gotta wear a backpack on my back because I want people to be like, "Damn, that jacket."
Yeah.
Debbie fucking dress is dope, dude.
And I do that because I'm buying that shit the weekend before.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna show up in this corduroy jacket.
oh,
That
that was
red
what you
corduroy
had last
jacket?
night?
Damn,
Yes.
that was a cool
I
jacket.
look like the IKEA monkey, but I don't care.
You don't look like the IKEA monkey.
No,
the
you look
IKEA
cool
monkey
as hell in that
was
jacket.
like
Because,
the
like-
IKEA monkey was dating Rihanna.
That was the first time we met in person,
Yeah.
and I was like, the first 2 minutes, I was like, I'm sorry, I was just listening. I was listening to your jacket. Then.
Yeah, it's a jacket. No, that is a great back-to-back.
That is a
Oh,
good feeling,
man.
man.
Wait, is that the back-to-back you thought of last night when you were saying, oh, I just thought of something?
No, it's not on mine, and I doubt anyone will pick it. But I'll just wait till the end to have you drop that. But yeah, just like, and like, okay, I can count on these people will always like my friends and stuff. But it was like the people that you couldn't count on that were like, whoa, dude, and you're like, oh, I didn't even know you were into this shit.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's
God damn,
And it's
that
a
is
boost
good.
because it's like, because you picked it, you can, where it's like, people are always like, well, there's just shoes someone else made those and but it's like, well, you like what I have chosen for myself.
Yeah.
So I can convert that into, like, confidence for myself.
And that confidence runs so long because it's like you just bought this thing, so you're just like, I'm going to wear this forever.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Oh man, like a new good jacket or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
That is a great feeling.
I subscribe to, like, having show shoes, like, having shoes that you just pull out for, like, if you had a big set for, maybe they're filming it for something.
yeah.
Maybe you
I gotta see
maybe
for
you
that.
get something nice for yourself to show off.
Yeah.
I just got a pair of show
Oh
shoes.
yeah. Maybe you get.
You did get a pair of show shoes.
yeah.
Oh.
I hope they light up.
I hope the
It's
audience.
the only thing that can take them over the top.
I'm trying to like show up on a sneaker blog because you won't believe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
I want.
No, that might happen.
I want to get a sneaker blog from a late night set.
Man, I can't wait for the moment where you're like, I got those Back to the Future ones, and I'm like,
Ooh.
Oh man, the Marty McFly's.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can pull. I got thick calves, man. I don't think I can pull those out.
Well,
I think you could wear them actually. You
Yeah.
would look good in them.
you would look cool.
That kind of fits your aesthetic.
man, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I gotta go rob Robin Lopez, I think. As
Yeah,
a
how
pair.
much are they?
It's $16,000.
So if any listeners have 16 grand just laying around,
Poppin' Dogs for Candace.
Hashtag Pop and Dog.
yeah, we'll get them for
Number
Candace.
4.
Imagine the security guard at the Ralph's is wearing those bag shoes.
So, man.
Auto lacing.
You're gonna get a security guard killed.
All right, I'm gonna go the back to back of I'm going shot beer.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Classic combo.
The old shot to beer, fucking get me out of this mood in a hurry.
Yeah, that's how
Ass
you
combination.
That's a start the night ass.
It's the
combo.
Sean Jordan
Yeah.
memorial pick.
Yeah, all right.
Sean the beer,
He's
Sean
up
and
in
the Jordan.
Portland, fully sober right now.
He's resting in Portland.
He's resting, taking a bye week, and I just love pulling up to the bar, shot in a beer.
Yeah, it's also like, it's very like, it took me a long time to settle down and just like realize that that's what I want. Like
Yeah.
there were years where, give me a gin and tonic, or like trying to reach to other shit that
Yeah.
wasn't really my deal, and then like,
Virgin pina colada.
yeah.
I'm that dude every now and then too, but there's a certain something to like just like a shot of whiskey, and just that burning and like kind of sucking, but in a good way,
Yeah,
and then following it with that cold beer that makes you appreciate how beer tastes a little bit.
Yeah.
You get
Because
choked up? No. It's just like, because beer is usually, I don't know. Like I never, sleepy. I had like I repressed a hiccup and then it made me yawn. It was gonna, whatever that energy was, it was getting out some way. But yeah, it's just like delicious. It makes you appreciate both things a little bit more. And then after, you're nicely toasted.
Yeah, and then now you're
So I'm going shot to beer.
shot to beer.
And then for my fourth pick, I'm going to take a writing one. I'm going to take Quentin Tarantino writing True Romance and then writing Pulp Fiction.
Ooh, man.
Back to back.
That's like,
Man.
Yeah, that's nuts. Can you believe that he did that?
No, it's fucking crazy.
Can you believe he did that? Like,
They're just such fun places to be.
How
Like,
do you
in those
even-
movies for like an hour or two, you know?
yeah, Pulp Fiction, I always want. How did this happen?
I don't
Right.
know. They're
Like,
just wild characters.
It's wild.
Who speak in such weird, watching them have these mundane conversations that are still so entertaining.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing I've never understood. It's just like they're not talking about a goddamn thing. Why am I
No.
so enthralled?
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's the kind of shit
They're
that
so LA too.
Yeah.
Like,
they're so LA.
yeah, it's nuts.
And that's the shit they make you take. Those kind of conversations are like when you're getting like edited by someone, are the kind of things they like make you take out.
Right,
You know? Because
right.
they're like, well, this dialogue doesn't move the movie forward, blah 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 blah, and it's like, so what?
Yeah.
Like it's fun.
Right.
It's fun to watch
Enjoy
these
it.
characters have these conversations.
Let it
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, and I know you have to crawl before you can, walk or run or whatever, but like, still, it's just like, I don't know. That shit's fun to write. Those are fun little vignettes to be in.
Right.
Right.
That's the way he writes are out these like little, this scene.
Yeah.
And this scene.
Yeah,
He writes such
100%.
amazing scenes and then mashes them together. And in Pulp Fiction, like on a non-linear timeline and all that shit, it's
Yeah.
just like,
But they're all vignettes. You're right.
Yeah.
Every scene you're so in it.
there's just such fucking amazing scenes, man. He wrote the fucking Christopher Walken watch scene, you know?
I carry this watch.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the Dennis Hopper and the, like from True Romance,
Oh,
like
yeah.
just all these fucking amazing scenes, man.
It's crazy. You're right. It's just like, God, what a talent, man.
Just a talented dude. Yeah, so that's my fourth pick. Zach, come for your fourth pick.
All right, fourth pick. Oh man, so much left on the board. I'm gonna go eating a huge meal and then taking a nap.
Oh,
Taking a nap.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
I have aged out of that one, but I remember it well.
You can't sleep after you eat a meal?
I do, but I hate it. Now,
I
now
feel
if I
guilty
eat-
for it.
I
but
feel
love it.
terrible. I wake up with like heartburn, and I feel full.
What about like on
Oh.
a Sunday? Like, but what about not a huge meal?
Don't get me wrong, I do it all
Yeah.
the time. I just
Yeah,
makes me feel
takes you out
bad.
of it.
The
Yeah.
worst is when you do it. It's like lunchtime. You fall asleep at like 1. You wake up like 5 p.m. You're just kind
Yeah.
of like, what do I do now?
Right,
Right.
exactly. It can throw your whole
Yeah.
time off. But like
But when
when I'm
done.
thinking about it, it's like the day after Thanksgiving. You have nothing to do that whole day. And you just
Yeah.
wake up at 11. You go get leftovers. You eat a huge plate, and then you just fall asleep.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of do that the whole day.
Maybe if I did it less, I'd appreciate it more. That's
Yeah,
probably
right.
it. This is more of a me issue. This is not a your pick issue.
You know, I think about that a lot was during bowl season. Like in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're off of school, and maybe you have some Christmas type leftovers
Got an
around.
out rotten ham
Ye-
situation.
Yeah, and then I'd just make like a big ass plate, and then watch some Capcom bowl or some bowl
Just watch
that I
fucking like
Capital One Bowl.
Ball State.
Yeah.
Ball
Versus
State.
Akron.
Play- Yeah.
Something where you have no investment.
Go
Oh,
Sheds.
yeah,
Yeah.
something you have no investment in
Watching
at
a
all.
bunch of dentists run
Yeah.
into each other.
You've got
Just
like
watching football to
The
watch
just for
football.
Yeah.
fun bowl.
Yeah.
you go outside to smoke a joint because you're like, I'm gonna smoke this before I go for that nap.
Oh,
You know?
Oh yeah, I
Really
love
set it
going-
off right.
I love going to sleep high.
Oh man, I love it.
Oh yeah.
Some would say too much.
Well, because it feels like sometimes I'll lay down and it feels like I'm like sinking into this bed, and
Yeah,
that's comforting to me.
yeah. No, it's like I used to like getting the spins, which is weird, but it's also comforting.
Whoa,
Really?
Really?
I like the feeling of like I go right to sleep. It doesn't really happen to me much anymore. But like when I was younger, yeah, I liked this. Like I didn't
Man.
I didn't like being up and like walking around. But
Right.
like if I got the spins, as soon as I hit the bed, you're just like, I felt like it was like swirling me deep, like a drill bit, like swirling me deeper into the bed.
Whoa.
This is all very.
No, I
I don't
love
know
that.
if this is
I
really
had
wrong.
to,
I get you.
No, I love
I
it.
had to fight. I had to like learn how to fight the spins because I couldn't.
You got to give yourself to the motion, baby.
Man, I was fighting it so I was like trying to remember vice presidents
Whoa.
backwards because I was like, if I just keep my mind focused,
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that right
I got
now.
I got to like the
Pence,
80s and I was like,
Biden. What's that fucking
Cheney.
penguin looking Cheney?
Cheney.
Gore, Quayle.
Secret.
George Bush.
yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
Carter.
This is like
well-
knowing the numbers of pi. I'm just like, how far can you go?
Was
Yeah.
it Gerald Ford under Carter?
No.
No. No, that was before.
I don't know,
this is
guys.
where
That's
see,
all
I'm
I
asleep
know.
now.
That's all I know.
That's where I got to.
That's a good tactic.
Yeah.
That's why I can't do edibles, because I'll always get crazy and have the spins, and I'll just be like, even lying down, I'm just like, I can't. I'm supposed to be. This is the process. I'm in my bed, but I'm not really in my bed. I just get crazy.
Right.
Edibles do give you that like 20 minutes where you're like too.
Oh,
Yeah.
for me,
Every time.
it's an hour or two.
It's like no matter how little the dose.
Yeah, I was breaking it. I think I have a slow metabolism. I was talking about it with Emma, and that's what why she thinks like because an edible will fuck me up for all day.
Yeah.
Where I'll be too high.
Yeah, it's
all
hard.
day. Because I'm just I'll stay in that zone where I'm like I'm panicking, my heart's beating too fast.
Mm-hmm.
I can do like gummies, but I can't do it like a brownie, man.
Yeah,
I can't even do
That's-
gummy.
yeah.
I got one of those little like things where it's like just almost like a fruit roll-up sheet, and I'd cut it into like ninths.
Yeah.
And then took half of a ninth, and I was even just like, I went to see the Avengers, and I had to leave because I was just like mad.
That happened with me with some horror, not cabin fever. It was some movie. It was whatever horror movie where they're shaving their legs and
Cabin
the skin
Fever.
comes off. Cabin fever.
Oh.
Don't be high for. Ooh.
I didn't know. I had to leave.
Yeah.
I don't even like
I went
that.
and watched that whatever Gerard Butler movie where he's at the White House.
White House Down or whatever.
Yeah. David, take a video popping up on the Patreon. dude.
This is falling.
What? Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was one of those ones.
Yeah.
Just so that I don't have it on my phone. Anyway, yes. What we're talking
Meal-
about? I
meal
feel
huge
like
nap.
oh, meal huge
Real
nap.
huge nap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The problem is when I do that and it's like the middle of like yesterday we went to the Grove for lunch and just had like a very nice lunch at Cheesecake Factory. I came
so
back and I
bummed
was
I
just like
missed it.
fighting to stay awake.
Dude,
Yeah.
the Cheesecake Factory will put you on your ass.
No matter what, I got a tiny pasta, and I was
Yeah.
I was sitting there at a certain point just listening to everyone, and I just like, I'm gonna turn my sweater around and put it on my head so people
Yeah.
don't know if I've gone to sleep.
But it's like, yeah, but like going out with friends and like having like a heavy lunch, and then you go back to your place and you're like, oh, perfect, I can get a 2-hour nap in before we go out tonight,
Yeah.
and then I'll be like completely charged up.
See, if I did that after having eaten a big meal, I would still have that meal complete. I would still
Right.
feel it like I just ate it.
Right.
I said, what I'm going to do is not do that until Thanksgiving, and then do it on Thanksgiving.
See
and
how
then
it
take
feels.
it back.
Yeah.
Danny, time for your fourth pick.
I feel like I've been playing the game like to win so far, and
Yeah.
I gotta step out of that and I gotta do me. So this is a pick that is no one else in the room would take this. Radiohead doing OK Computer and Kid A back to
Yeah.
back.
I would not pick.
I know you would.
Listen.
You're in a pro Radiohead.
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Okay, I'm on
Shane
the wrong
tried to
side
say
of the
they were
fucking room
overrated,
then.
and I almost lost my fucking mind.
Just
Dude.
listen to the overrated episode and hearing Shane Torres. I might as well call him Sean Torres. Shane Torres
No, that's
just
a
being
whole
like
other-
Radiohead is overrated, and you just being like, yeah, I'm about to go to the bathroom. I was like, fuck both of y'all.
I had you.
Ugh.
Radiohead's not overrated. They're
It just
fucking
doesn't.
amazing.
It just doesn't.
I get that,
It doesn't
and I'm
ring my
fighting
bell.
the urge to be like, no, let me get you into them because I love them so
I
much.
understand.
They are my favorite band, and it's like cliche how I got into them. In college, I had friends that were just like, I bonded with them over the Strokes, and then they were
Yeah.
like, my favorite band is Radiohead, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll try them out. I listened to each album. I spent 2 days on each album,
Whoa.
and got to a point where it's like I just had a full week where I was listening to, or a full 2 weeks where I just listened to Radiohead, and I was crying in a laundry room, just being like, this is the most beautiful music I've ever heard.
College,
and
man.
when I got to Kid A, and I got mad because I was just like, this is the one people love the most. This doesn't make any sense. It's not even that good. It's just these weird bleep bloop sounds, and I was mad because I was listening to a rock band, and then it was like bleep bloop and shit. But it was like, OK Computer is one of the greatest rock albums of all time.
Yeah.
Kid A is one of the greatest electronic albums of all time.
Yeah.
For them to make that shift, just fucking outstanding.
Yeah.
I want to be into it.
I know. I want you to be
I
into
want
it
to
too.
try.
I want to reach over and touch you on the
I
shoulder,
try.
but I'm also like, you
Apparently,
got
it's
this
just-
about touching.
Sometimes some music just like, I don't know how to explain it, but some stuff I hear and I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
Like that's how I am with U2.
I mean,
Like
me
I
too.
understand. When I listen to U2, and because my parents like U2, so I've listened to the U2 a lot. So there's some disconnect there where I just don't
I totally
hear.
get
I
it.
don't know, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
It just
I never
happens.
like get mad at people who don't like it because I'm like, I understand. Like, it could be like it's a specific taste.
I
But
feel
to
terrified.
me, I'm like, it is, man.
Some
it is
people don't
so
like sour
deep.
cream.
Right.
Makes sense to me, but
It's cilantro, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is cilantro.
And I'm terrified of being the person who's just like, oh, you gotta, let me play.
Right.
Like, I would never convince anyone to like a band that I like at all.
I know.
It's the worst feeling in the world.
But
to be
then
on
it is
that.
but the thing about it is, it's the kind of thing where it's like, I like it so much, I want you to like it.
Right.
Yeah.
I want you to enjoy it too.
Also, somebody did that to you. You know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
know that it worked. You know that it
But
works.
it's like, I think with music discovery, it's the kind of thing where it's like you can make the suggestion, but they have to sort of discover it on their own. Like if I had not gone and just been like, oh, I'll listen to them and listen to it on my own, then I would not have liked them.
Like you could have just listened to it like
so
in the car with your friend.
If I was sitting here just like, no, you got to hear this one, and just made you listen to the whole thing while staring at you, you'd be like, this sucks.
Yeah,
This
I wouldn't
sucks
like that.
ass.
Well, like,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was like, I first heard about them because of the Vanilla Sky soundtrack.
Yeah,
I was like, what
everything
is
in
this
its right
song?
place
Everything in
song,
its
yeah.
right place, and that's how I like went backwards, and I was like, holy shit! And it was, it's like you were just saying, where it's like, it was a reference, where it was like, hey, if you like this, maybe like check it out, but it wasn't an outright like you have to listen to Radiohead.
Right.
But man, yeah, they've just, and the quality and quantity of output
Yes.
that they've had since the 90s.
It's crazy that like, so I've been a Radiohead fan for I guess the last 3 albums they've released now, and when they released In Rainbows, I was like, oh wow, this is great, and I kept listening to it. I was like, no wait, this is the best thing they've ever done. It's still my favorite album of all time. They released The King of Limbs. I was like, oh man, they've maybe fallen off. I saw it live. I was like, nope, they're fucking incredible. I don't know how they do this. And then they released A Moonshaped Pool, and I remember I was dog sitting for my friend from Yale, a friend of this show, and was listening to it with. No, she's the greatest. Listen to Punch Up the Jam. I was walking her dog, and I just decided, I was like, I'm gonna listen to it for the first time now. And when that fucking album opens with Burn the Witch, I stopped in the street and was just like standing there for the entire duration of the song. I remember walking in like a loop in the same block over downtown, just being like, this is the best moment. I cannot believe that they did it again. Like, I don't know how they do it.
They keep doing it.
And the fucking scores they write for like
Johnny Greenwood?
Johnny Greenwood's score for Phantom Thread. I tweeted about this yesterday. I took a walk. I put on House of Woodcock and I cried.
Man.
It's just such a good walking song. Tom York's score for Suspiria. I could talk for hours about how much these boys mean to me, but like it's fucking
The There Will Be Blood soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's very specific times I need that, but when you're like, I just want to walk in there like I fucking own this place, you just put on that like dun 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 dun.
Oil Man.
Yeah.
I have a competition in me.
This is my son H.
Exit music for a film, man. I'm just looking at these tracks.
The way I loved Radiohead in college was corny as fuck. I wrote a screenplay where it's about some kids that take a road trip to go see their favorite band, and the favorite band was named, I don't want to say the name.
Come on.
The band was named Talk Show Host, which was named after the Radiohead song Talk Show
Yeah.
Host.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
I thought, it's going to be a subtle ref, no one will get it. And the moment I said it, my teacher was like, oh, like Radiohead, that band you like. And I was like, oh.
Shit. He's wearing a giant Radiohead t-shirt.
I was like, how did they know?
They're pulled over by the karma police on their
And they have to make an exit music
They
for them.
were trying to kneel during the national anthem.
they crash and their airbag goes
I went
off.
to see Radiohead.
Listen, I don't know Radiohead songs, so this just sounds like a cool movie.
So David's my target audience. I went to see Radiohead after the Kaepernick stuff happened, and I was like, oh, it'd be so funny to get a video of me kneeling to the national anthem. But that song goes so hard, I was like,
Exactly.
Next time.
Yeah.
I've also seen them like fucking 4 times. They're one of those bands that like, if I'm going, I'll buy 2 tickets and be like, okay, I'm bringing an important person.
A
with me.
convert.
I do that with LCD now. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll just cop tickets.
Oh,
I'm back
dude.
to Scott. Cal's acting again with me.
And I was such a huge LCD Sound System fan, so it was like crazy to be like, I'm gonna fucking see them, because I thought for a long time I'm never gonna be able to see them.
And we saw him.
So
Right up front.
close.
Hell yeah.
So close.
I hope they go on tour again soon.
So yeah, okay, computer today.
David, time for your 4th and 5th.
Man, these are weird because I did 3s. No, fourth. The fourth one isn't weird. The second three-peat of the Chicago Bulls.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Post baseball
96,
retirement.
97, 98.
Oh. Yeah. Because it's just, I mean,
You were
it's
gone
more-
for a year. Gone for a year.
He left. He at the height of his game, he left and came back and did
Could you imagine like a comic being like, "Oh, I'm gonna go film this movie," and then after the movie comes out, they come back and they're like, "I have a great new hour." And
It
you're like,
doesn't
"How did
happen.
you-"
It doesn't happen in anything ever. That
Those
doesn't.
teams were fucking crazy. That's the team that went 72-10.
Yeah, dude. It's it's just
That was they switched out Bill Cartwright for fucking Dennis Rodman
Yep.
and shit,
Yep.
dude.
And then
It was the Worm, Scotty, Mikey, at his not at his best, but like at his fucking cruelest.
Yeah.
It was Dark Jordan, dude.
That was the thing, is that he had to go
Yeah.
dark. That's how he. That's
went
what he
dark.
had to get out of himself to
Right.
do it again.
Yeah.
His father died in that time, right?
Yeah, like it was like he was like it's like when you saw Russell when Russell got MVP.
Yeah.
Where it was like, this isn't good.
No, this is
what
bad.
you're doing
This
is
is unhealthy.
like you're fighting the whole. It's incredible, but
Yeah.
this isn't good.
It's
like,
FU mode.
yeah, and he had to go. He had to go there to do 3 again. It's insane.
3 more.
It's insane. It's insane.
And he's coming off a Space Jam too, so I bet everyone who went up against them was just kind of like, "Now we got this."
Yeah.
It's like, no,
I think
you motherfuckers.
every-
Well, when he came back, he came back at the end of I forget, it was either the 95 or the 90.
Yeah.
I think he came back at the end of the 95
Where in the
96 season.
4-5?
And they got knocked out in the
Yeah.
playoffs,
Yeah.
right? They so he didn't win the but it wasn't a full season,
Right.
so it didn't really count, right? Isn't that what happened?
Yeah,
Probably
he
why he
came
went
back. That's
fuck
why
you,
he was
though.
wearing that's why he was wearing 45.
Yeah.
Right.
But
And so they thought he was a little out of basketball shape. He was a little bit, and then they came back the next year, and they just fucking.
it's a testament to. I say what you will about Michael Jordan. I don't really think he's a good guy.
No,
but
he's not. He's
No.
a bad guy.
The guy has an iron will.
Yeah.
Like, it's a testament to that. It's just, it was incredible. Even as a kid, I was a kid, you know? I mean, how old am I? How old was I when that? I was like 9, 10, 11.
Yeah.
Those years.
Prime.
Even as a little boy, I remember, like, this is insane.
Well, that was like me and David were talking about, like, because he was asking, like, oh, you're from Cincinnati, were you like a Cavs fan? And I was like, no, it's not really like an NBA town. And then he was like, well, who did you watch growing up? And I was like, I think, like, everyone, I was a Bulls fan, just
Yeah.
because, like,
Yeah.
how could you not be?
Transcendent.
I wasn't. I'll tell you how you're not.
Were you not? You weren't into it?
I hated the Bulls. I was a
I was-
Portland Trailblazer fan.
I mean, I was
I liked Michael Jordan, but like not really. I admired him. I was in awe.
Yeah.
But I was a Blazer fan, so I hated him.
See?
I was the one kid. And so I remember distinctly being at school and everybody having Michael Jordan cards and me being like, "You fucking pricks! You grew up in Portland, Oregon.
I'm
We have
trading them."
Clyde Drexler. We have fucking Jerome Kersey. We have Terry Porter. How fucking dare you? You know?
Yeah.
I loved him, and I was a Sonics fan, so it was hard.
Yeah.
It
Oh
was
yeah. They
real
got you
hard.
too.
It's just like greatness like that, you're just like, yeah, I mean, that supersedes, like, loyalty to my team.
Yeah, I just love greatness. But I mean, either way, that 3-peat is just one of the most incredible things.
Yeah, man. And then he went out again.
Yeah, and then
And then won 3 more in a
and then,
night.
yeah, and
It's
then he came back
to back.
Washington wasn't bad. He had some good games. I mean, it wasn't what it was,
Yeah,
but,
it
like,
wasn't gonna
he wasn't a bum.
For sure, it wasn't.
You're
a
still
wasn't
putting
a
up
bum,
20
yeah.
points, yeah.
Yeah, but it was. You don't want.
I mean,
But-
it's back to back Jordan 96, 97.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the one.
Back to back with the cover of Lethal Weapon.
What were those shoes, I wonder, those 3 years?
Oh, I don't even know what shoes.
Would have been in those seasons, right? Were there 3 rings in there?
He's wearing Asics?
Was that 98? Because in EGA was the 3 rings,
Crocs.
right?
Yeah.
And that was 99?
I don't remember.
He came back
98?
there in the 11s or something, right?
The 11s,
It
the
was
11s
of
was
the
in
11s.
that. The 11s for sure was in that because I remember him wearing the white,
Yeah.
black and white ones. Damn, I don't know, but either way,
Yeah.
the 3-peat,
Chose a shoe guy.
and I can't tell
It's
what's.
fun being a shoe guy.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
It's,
Become a shoe guy. It's easy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I can't stand in lines.
You don't have to.
Oh, you don't have to.
anymore.
We're
I feel
rich
like you
now.
got to. That's true.
Yeah.
Well, they're rich now.
Jeffrey,
Yeah.
should I stand in the line for
Me and
him?
David are broke, but we still don't stay in the lines.
What, y'all got apps now?
StockX.
Great pick. And your final pick?
Okay, I'm vacillating. I'm gonna go with. Even though you did songs, I'm gonna go with songs too.
Yeah, Trey
Yeah.
Songz. I get
Off
it.
of the Blueprint,
Okay.
You Don't Know, Hola Jovito, and Heart of the City.
Man.
Just those 3 songs. The production, just like I listened to, like when that album came out, those 3 songs specifically, that order, over and over.
Horns at the beginning of Hola Jovito.
Oh man!
Yeah.
And just the production, that was a Timbaland beat, and like,
Jovito.
and it's just Jay rapping his ass off. It's nothing even crazy. To, like, what are you, clapping them flamers before I became famous for playing me. Y'all shall forever remain nameless. I will not lose. Oh my God. Oh man, that shit, it makes me feel, those songs are so big.
Yeah.
And they make me feel so strong.
Blown out like maximalist fucking Jay-Z, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
just saying I will not lose ever, and then just like, man, came into this motherfucker 100 grand strong, not to be exact, from grinding G-Pack. Like, his hustle is just like, man, those 3 songs are they're just peak Jay-Z to me.
that shit is, it's like a fucking audible adrenaline.
Yeah. It's just like, even now when I listen to those songs, and like, just to back, because I remember I got Blueprint. I got the Blueprint. I didn't buy it. This kid in my math class burned it for me.
Yeah.
Friday, like, it was like Friday, he gave it to me. He gave it to me in class on Friday. It was like 4th period. I had it in my backpack, and I went home, and I just listened to that album that whole weekend. And just like, and still I listen to that album probably once every couple of weeks.
It's so good.
But yeah, those 3 songs back to back, man, he's the best rapper ever to me.
Ever since Lemonade, I feel like as a people we've been clowning on Jay-Z, and I went to see the Beyonce Jay-Z tour together, and was like, he's gonna take some time away from Beyonce. But then when he was rapping, I was like, no, every song fucking slaps. Every single one is good. Everyone's screaming along to every song. I'm like, why did I get
People
off this?
play him out.
I got a lot of thoughts I don't necessarily want to put on recorded material about that whole thing.
I understand. We can talk about it as soon as this podcast is done. Because I think I mentioned him a lot probably on the podcast. The guy's my hero. I think he's like the best example of what an American is like what,
I love Jay-Z, man.
Man, to go from nothing to something, accrue generational wealth. Like, he brought a basketball team to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Like, he's from the projects.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's some Kennedy shit. Like, that's what you can do in this country.
Right. That is what Kennedy's dad did.
As the son of an immigrant, I look at that and it's just like, it's just,
I'm waiting on him to sway elections now. Please.
I think
elections.
that his kids will be. I think his kids will be, because he can't do it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Also,
there can't be a direct line.
Also, I say it in a joke that's going to be on something that's coming out. I don't care. In 15 years, he went from selling drugs to hanging out with the president.
Yeah.
That's what's better than that.
Yeah.
That's the most American thing there is.
I do think there's a part of me that's like, he could be president.
I don't think he could be.
it.
I don't think he could be president. I think he could be mayor of New York City.
Oh, easily.
I think that's
Fucking
like a real thing.
We saw him when we went to Las Vegas. We saw him, and it was the concert was just hit after hit after hit after hit.
There was no frills. It was just him.
Yeah,
There
it was just
nobody
him.
else on stage.
It was such a fun, from the maximalism of that Kanye tour we went to the year before, which was fucking amazing, to the next year of just Jay-Z, just on stage, both equally fucking amazing. Maybe not equally, but also fucking amazing concerts. I heard so many people after that fucking Beyonce Jay-Z concert who were just like, I just wanted Jay-Z to shut the fuck up the whole time. Fuck you!
I felt...
Yeah.
Fuck you!
I went in with that attitude and I came out
I
feeling
can't.
upset about myself.
Dude,
I can't handle. But also maybe people haven't been fans of Jay forever. Like, I feel like I've grown up with the guy. I've been
I think it's a young thing too. It's like a lot of people weren't getting, like, by the time Jay-Z was like super famous and like the level he's right now, it was like he was doing Blueprint 3, which is good, but it's not the Blueprint.
Yeah, it's not the Blueprint. It's also
not the Black Album.
And if you look at his albums, he like leveled up. Like Reasonable Doubt is incredible for what it is, but it's an album for people who sell drugs. It's just what it is.
True, yeah.
And then like he had flops, and then he like the Blueprint, like the way this be, you're like, whoa, my god.
Yeah.
And then the Black Album is like, you're another. This is what is going on, and then it just he keeps going.
And then, oh shit, he's the greatest rapper alive.
Yeah. You didn't even realize it. He got in the pocket. He was in the pocket.
Can I tell y'all something crazy about how I got into Jay-Z?
I'm really excited.
You're gonna be excited, and you're gonna be like, what? There was a mashup album that I discovered called Radiohead.
Whoa.
By this man Max Tanone, where he mashed up Radiohead with Jay-Z.
Wow.
And it's so good.
I bet.
It's so, I honestly like.
I
bet that would get you into radio.
Well,
Like, it's just
that
like,
actually. I'm gonna.
he
write
makes
that down.
turns Radiohead into like these. I mean, and their production is insane, but it's like, I listened to that album so much that I just knew every Jay-Z lyric, and then I would listen to the fucking the Blueprint and Black Album. It's like, no, I know all these songs, and I'm just like, man, these lyrics are good now that I'm not listening to the Radiohead part. And I was just like, oh, Jay-Z now.
Right, yeah, I mean,
Yeah. If anyone hasn't heard that, go listen to it. It's
That was
so
like
fucking
the Grey album was like that too.
Yeah, the Danger Mouse White
Danger
album,
Mouse.
Black album mashup.
he taught me so much about so much stuff, but just like,
Oh, David, I want to ask: is it
Boring.
I can sell water to a whale or to a well?
to a well.
Okay.
I am a hustler, baby. I sell water to a well.
Either
Because I
one
was
is such
always
a
heard
good
it, and I was like,
line.
it makes sense either
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
And I love it either way. I just could never really.
Excellent pick. Debbie, time for your final pick.
I'm sort of going crazy about this one because there are so many things left on the board, and but I still want to. I got to be true to me. I'm going George Clooney doing "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou" and
Yes.
Ocean's 11.
Oh,
yes.
Back-to-back years.
Ooh.
Two of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
I
man.
think Ocean's 11 is easily one of my top 3 movies.
Man,
I
I
love
that
crime
movie.
movies. I love the fucking cast. That movie is incredible.
Yes.
But Oh Brother, like, if you told me that the same guy who was like the fucking Ulysses in
The Odyssey.
in
Yeah.
the Odyssey, this goofy ass motherfucker turns around the very next year and is the coolest man alive.
yeah.
Coolest
Danny
man who's
Ocean.
ever
He
been on
almost
film.
plays George Clooney in
He
the Ocean
absolutely
movies,
does.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like the 2 movies that meant so much to me and have like created the thing, like as a writer and as a person, I'm like, these are like little microcosms of what I want to be and make. I'm just like, that's an incredible.
They're
George
so
Clooney is
fun.
one of my favorite actors, if not my favorite actor, and it's because I'm like, you're a star. You're
Yeah.
the person where I'm like, it made me upset to see him do an Nespresso commercial because I was like,
Right.
you're bigger than
You
that.
don't need that.
Yeah,
You know, he's got points on the company, and he's like making.
Yeah.
He's a tequila billionaire
Tequila
now, right?
billionaire,
Oh, yeah.
married to a
Oh,
hot
right.
lawyer. I just
He's
doing
such
it.
a movie star too.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
when he's on, like he
old
has
school.
That, yeah, he has that thing where it's just
It's like
you
Cary
can't-
Grant or some
Yeah,
shit.
you can't take
Yes.
your eyes off of him.
absolutely, he's
When he's,
magnetic.
when he's on the screen. And those 2 movies are
Man.
those 2
They're
movies
so
are like
watchable.
Yes.
so,
So
like,
watchable.
beautiful.
Yes.
Like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is such like a beautiful looking movie.
Yeah.
So
I'm,
gorgeous.
the,
And
I'm
also-
the goddamn pattern Vermilius.
Yeah.
Damn, that's mine. So insanely quotable, insanely rewatchable, just beautiful. I
And you
love
feel
it.
the
smart
music
for
is
watching
great.
it.
Yes.
Where you're like, oh, that was like reading a
Music's
book.
fantastic. Did you know that the soundtrack for Oh Brother outsold the movie? It was that
Wow.
popular. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, fucking, you had to do a Cohen and then like and then a Soderbergh back to
Yeah.
back, fit equally well in each of them.
Absolutely.
A fucking an artsy movie, but
Yeah.
but then like fucking Ocean's 11 probably made like $500 million.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like crazy.
And
What a
fun
ride.
sequels that like he'll be able to do for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I
I just wish James Corden would have been in it.
That's the only thing that would have made it better.
Yeah.
read this article about how he specifically is really successful in the Coen brothers because every movie that he's in, they play off his image as a movie star.
Oh,
So in
yeah.
Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, right? He's very vain, where he's like always combing his hair and he's like dapper
Yeah.
tan. But that whole movie is him getting dirty. So
Yeah.
they just beat him up throughout
Oh,
these
man.
movies, and it's like this weird juxtaposition.
I love it.
Yeah.
He's
Excellent.
the best. I don't know what to say about him that isn't said by any of his performances. He's incredible.
Toscani.
Oh man, final pick, same as Demi. Lot on the board. I'm gonna go
I was
with
like, you can't do the same as me. I did it.
Yeah, same
Hey,
as you.
Clooney movies.
George Clooney, Ocean's 12. No, I'm gonna go Yin and Yang.
God damn
Is
it.
that a back-to-back? Or is that
Side by
a
Or
duo?
is that at the same time? A duality.
I find they come on back to back. I can
Wait.
pick something else.
Which
No,
one are
I'm
we
just-
talking about? Are we talking about the pendant on the necklace in the 90s?
Talking about the
Are we talking about
twins.
quit talking that yin yang? What are we doing?
Well, I'm talking about whistling while you twerk. Whistling and then
Talking about that back-to-back with Whisper
I think
Song.
Yin and Yang
This
is more of a
one-
duality.
yeah. Well, okay. Well, I'll pick something else. Then.
All right.
Fuck me. Fuck me. I'm gonna go. Kendrick Lamar, "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe," backseat freestyle.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Ring, ting, ting,
That
ring,
was-
ting, ting.
That
That was-
song really does sound like the way you feel cool when you're having sex.
I listened to Backseat Freestyle on the drive to the Improv last night from Sauce, just going like way too fast.
Yeah.
Gotta serve the streets.
That's what I remember. It was like right in Portland was when that album came
Yeah.
out. So we were all hanging, and I remember that Backseat Freestyle was what you listened to before your sets.
Yeah.
All the time.
That clanging and banging ass beat.
Man.
It's
It's just Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe is a perfect, like, it's like a mellow party song.
Yeah.
I love the video for that. Yeah, it was just...
yeah. I love that Backseat Freestyle too because that's in
the
Good Kid,
Kendrick
Mad
I
City.
want.
That's where he's having sex with Sheree, right?
Right.
And that's like it just like the way that feels cool is the way that feeling sex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's just saying wild shit, because he's fucking. Like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
my
Big as
dick
that."
is big as Eiffel Tower.
Right.
Fuck the river
Could you
2 hours.
imagine? Could you imagine writing down your thoughts while you're having sex? It would be.
It would be like that.
Yeah, you're like, I
God
can't.
damn, I feel great.
Yeah.
God damn, I feel amazing.
My mind is in the matrix. Yeah.
Yeah. Zoom, I'm racing. Yeah.
Also, it's a fucking Kendrick banger, which are
Yeah.
more
Bars.
few and far between than they
Yeah.
should be.
The day that Humble dropped, I screamed.
Oh,
That was
God.
fucking yeah.
Yes.
That
Yes,
video
I
was
just want him to
great.
be hard. I get what he's doing with. We've talked about it a lot on
Yeah.
here.
Respect for it, but I want to.
Yeah.
I want a banger.
Give me someone to fucking tear a sink out of a wall too.
Give me that mother music.
Yeah, when him and Pusha do a song together again,
Whoa.
worldwide event.
Nostalgia was the best part of that year for me.
That's how I learned about Taco Meat. I didn't know what it was until then. And now I was celebrating it long before.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Turns out the taco meat was right
Coming
there
from
with
inside
you.
the house,
Yeah.
man.
Didn't like Lady Gaga do a cover of "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe" or something?
Did she?
Oh.
Or like I don't know why in my head I'm like when I think of that song I think of her, and I think that's why.
I could see. I bet a lot of people.
And as an ethos, I love it. Bitch, don't kill my
Oh,
vibe.
there's a
Oh,
version
yeah.
of it featuring Lady Gaga.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We'll be listening to that. Excellent pick, Zach. We could talk about it more, but in the interest of time, I'm going to move this on. My final pick, the final pick of the draft, I'm taking in the year 2000. In the year 2000. Vince Carter, in the 2000 Summer Olympics, dunked over Frederick Weiss, or wait, I'm going to get this reverse order. In the 2000 NBA All-Star Dunk Contest, Vince Carter did the best dunk contest performance of all time.
Yes.
It's the iconic one. That's just fucking throwing down all the crazy dunks.
Elbow in the rim.
Elbow in the
Yeah.
rim, the fucking cradle the baby, from just the free throw line, the coolest, the best dunk contest ever. And then in the Summer Olympics, dunked over a 7-foot Frenchman to the point that he had been drafted by an NBA team but never came over. Ruined him. Frederick Weiss.
Over him.
Could you imagine?
Over him.
You got dunked out of playing professional
Yeah.
sports.
That's worse than broken ankles. That yeah.
Somebody
You
saw
drive-
him like a few
dreams.
months later, and they're like, "What's up, Frederick?" And he's like, "Oh,
I hate basketball.
yeah." I
hate
thought
my
you.
life.
I
I
thought
hate
you
the
were going to
world.
America.
I bet he
He's
went back
there.
to his town and everyone was like, we can't talk like
Yeah,
everyone
he's
just
like-
knows they can't bring that
Yeah.
up.
Well, that's from you.
He's a farmer. What are you talking about?
The Canadian Raptor.
Vince
Changes
Carter
his-
going back to back in the fucking that dunk contest.
That
and then
dunk contest
dunking
Is
was
over
that when
7
he like broke the backboard?
No,
Oh, that was
I don't
different?
know if he ever did that. Shaq did that.
Shaq did that.
I could've sworn Vince Carter did that.
Vince Carter just fucking oof.
Elbow in.
He jumped so high that he hung from his elbow,
God damn.
and then he did he jumped 44 inches off easy.
His head would be
Crazy.
above the rim, like
Yeah.
on those dunks, where he's just
And-
like looking down.
He's still in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
That was in the year 2000.
And he still dunks at
He still
warm-ups.
dunks.
Still in the NBA?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He can still do the 360.
Jesus
What year was
Christ.
he drafted?
99,
Yeah.
It was the first year.
98.
90.
It was like he was the first guy to get drafted to the Raptors.
People aren't in the
Yeah.
NBA for like 20 years usually.
No.
It's very rare.
Jesus Christ.
No.
And for him specifically, he had to like adapt. He had to get all those skills that he uses now later.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Like, he
41
wasn't
and he's in the NBA still.
Man. And he looks good
Yeah,
still.
he
He does look
98,
good.
99.
Does
He's
look
been
good.
living good. He's in
I don't
Atlanta
follow
right now.
Close enough.
He's in Atlanta.
He plays for Atlanta, I think, right?
He's still in Santa. Yeah, he is.
Damn.
So yeah, Vince Carter's 2000 for me. So excellent draft.
Oh yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah.
this was a fun one.
Yeah.
Really good. One.
Just to recap from the top, David, you went TGIF in 93, 94. Howell and Elvira Wayne's Kids. Collateral, Ray, Unpredictable. The Bulls, 96, 97, 98. And then You Don't Know, Hola Jovito, Heart of the City, off the Blueprint by Jay-Z. Demi, you went second. You took Tom Hanks's Sleepless in Seattle, Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Apollo 13, Toy Story, That Thing You Do, Saving Private Ryan Run.
Jeez.
And then Thriller and Bad by Michael Jackson. Sandra Bullock accepting a Razzie and then accepting an Oscar the very next day.
Baller.
OK Computer and then Kid A by Radiohead. Oh Brother Where Art Thou and then Ocean's 11 by George Clooney. Good fucking picks.
I'm happy with that.
Damn.
Zach, you went third. You took The Thing and Escape from New York by Kurt Russell. French Open and then Wimbledon. Buying something new and then wearing it to school the next day. Eating a huge meal and then taking a nap. And then Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, Backseat Freestyle off of Good Kid Mad City by Kendrick. I went last and I took Devil in a New Dress into Runway by Kanye. Larry David's Seinfeld to Curb Run. Drinking a Shot and then Drinking a Beer. Quentin Tarantino's True Romance into Pulp Fiction. And then Vince Carter's 2000 Dunk Contest. And then Jumping Over Frederick Weiss.
Man.
We left some good shit on the board.
Can I say the one I left on the board because I wasn't able to explain it well?
Yeah.
I was going to pick All Attack, All Nalam, and Mintaka, Orion's Belt.
You're the big three.
Yeah. But once
Good
again,
back-to-back.
I thought this was a back-to-back.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got that.
I don't know.
I think it's
why
just
I
like
thought that.
got lost in translation between the 3 EP and the.
Sgt. Pepper and Little Help from My Friends.
Yes.
Sgt. Pepper's
Yeah.
an amazing
I was
song.
gonna be cocky and just be like, the 4th pick of the Serpentine draft is a
Yeah.
good back-to-back.
Low End Theory and the Midnight Marauders by Tribe.
I have I just essentially made a list of like acting and like direct. Like I did
Yeah.
Whiplash, La La Land,
Oh man.
all timer.
Brunch and then having a late lunch.
Yeah. Fargo, Big Lebowski.
Oh
yeah.
July and then August.
Yeah.
New in Town, The Comeback Kid by Mulaney.
Oh fuck yes.
Yeah.
Boogie Nights, Magnolia,
Oh,
Punch Drunk
Oh,
Love,
amazing.
and then there will be fucking. I mean, every movie's done.
Right. LCD, Someone Great, and All My Friends.
Come on.
Oh,
Back
Jesus
to back?
Christ. Yeah, that's
Come on.
that's a.
Oof.
I mean, no, these were all my picks. I thought it was 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. LeBron James, Game 6, Game 7, 2016 Finals.
Damn, dude.
Right? Blocked by James.
Yeah.
That's all you have to say.
Coming out of nowhere.
Beat the
I mean,
Warriors.
Steven Spielberg's got E.T., Raiders, and like, well, he did E.T. and Raiders, but then he also did Hook, Jurassic Park, and Schindler's List.
What a motherfucker.
And I think Schindler and Jurassic Park were the same year.
Yeah. I think he was doing it at the same time or something
man.
crazy like that.
I don't know
What
how
a
you
mood!
would.
What a mood!
What?
To be doing those simultaneously.
Do you even see his family?
Yeah.
No.
Do you see anyone? Like, I mean,
They're like, yeah, my dad's doing, well, one movie's about dinosaurs and the other one's about the Holocaust.
don't worry, you're gonna see both of them.
Which one do you want to hear about?
It's actually 2 films about a Holocaust, if you think about it.
Yeah, two films about dinosaurs.
The Nazis. Excellent picks, everybody. Send us yours. We want to hear them. At All Fantasy Pod on Twitter, allfantasypodcast@gmail.com. Send us your questions. If you have any questions for the mailbags we're going to do, send them to allfantasypodcast@gmail.com. We want to hear your picks. Shout out to the AFE subreddit. Shout out to everyone on Twitter, on Instagram. Shout out to Frankie Ocean. Shout out to Sid the Dude.
Hashtag poppin' dogs for Candace.
Pop dogs for Candace.
Hashtag Poppin' Dogs for Candace. Shout out to super producer Marissa, as always on the boards. The fucking sun in our solar system. Couldn't do it without her. And more important than all of that, tune in again next week. Oh, shout out to say Sue Carmel. I think I went a whole episode without saying hi to my mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Moms.
Hi, Mom.
But more important than all of that, tune in again next week to a brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything.
Chicago.
That was a headgum podcast.